if I'm saying this shit. Check this out, dude. We got comments from Rich. They prove that he is stolen valor, that he is lying.
Listen, dude. Our town, Staunton, man, is ran by volunteer firemen. My neighbor's the volunteer fireman, dude. Listen, Rich, you can put it to bed. This is a question I'm supposed to ask you. You was a volunteer fireman. What firehouse? What city? What township? What's the fire station number? Because even volunteers have a registry, bro. And the registry goes back. That shit started in the 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Even if you was ever a volunteer fireman, you'll be on a list. You'll be on a registry, bud, for that township. So what firehouse was you that person at? We can put this shit to bed right now. Because there is no fucking, you never was. And let me get this straight. This fat motherfucker that brags about everything under the sun, he's been a chef. He mentioned all his positions, but he never mentioned being a fireman, something that people's going to look up to and respect.
Okay, now talk about the him being a wife beater thing and he would still be in jail.
Listen, I have a domestic battery, dude. I grabbed his mom by her arm, dude. We was arguing, and she tried to get out of the car, and I grabbed her by her arm. She looks at me and she says, "Motherfucker, you're gonna regret it." And I regretted it. I fucking not instant, but the next morning I regretted it. I woke up with shotguns in my fucking face. So you can have a domestic battery and not still be in jail, dude. Domestic battery is a misdemeanor. Your first one is always a misdemeanor, unless it's horrible, unless you actually beat the fuck out of the person or hurt the person. And I was 100% wrong. I grabbed her by her arm, and I never did it again. I'll tell you that much. And never again. She broke me of that shit. I mean, that woman was together for 25 years. We was together 15 years after that. I mean, so don't go here talking about if I had beat my wife, I'd still be in jail. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Proves how much you know about anything.
Right. And let's talk about your stepson. Your stepson and Austin communicate through email, dumbass.
He reached out to me.
We got receipts we can push on that shit, bro. You're a lot. Now, given he has never said that you beat his mom, he's never said that. He's never said, Rich beat my mom's ass. Never said that. But you're violent, 100% violent. I mean, I'd like to hear your wife's side of it. I mean,
don't worry, I'm working on that right now.
And your neighbor said the cops was always at your fucking house when you was with her, dude. Always. And in fact, your property was so bad, that's why your neighbors put up the fences and shit. Deny it, you fat bastard. Why don't you jump into our lives like you did Marco's? I mean, come in here and speak your mind, Rich. Nobody will block you.
His name's Brandon, Rich. Remember that? Brandon? How would I know his first fucking name, Rich, if I wasn't talking to him? Brandon.
He never came into your shit and said that you didn't beat his mom, or you never hit his mom, or wasn't violent with his mom, or wasn't a piece of shit. He basically says he don't want in the middle of the shit. That you're an afterthought. You're the biggest mistake his mom ever made.
Listen, he says he don't want to. I'm going to read you some fucking shit from this email. June will be 11 years since my mom divorced him. I have been trying to make sure the houses actually did sell. So my mom's name was off of the mortgage, finally. Finally found out whatever. Exactly, Rich. I talked to him, stupid fuck. His name's Brandon. I'm not going to say his last name, but it starts with a fucking T.
Trying to get your ex-wife to come in here and tell the truth about you, bud. I mean, after what you said about this kid's mom, I don't know how this kid could hear what you said the other day about his mom and not want to come on here and defend his mom. I get you don't want to get in the middle of it, but this dude is on. Marco does a live where he's or thing where Rich is talking about calling his mom a whore and every fucking thing else. He calls your mom a whore, a money grubber, dude. I mean. And I would not let him, man, dude. And I'm not even close to my mom, and I wouldn't let you get away with that shit with my mom. Except I'd be like, yeah, she was a whore. She had to take her married man. So
let's start this.
In her defense, I guess she was married until it's too late.
As far as the engine goes, the engine is being bought by me, nobody else.
He just said he'd let me have
the decision. I don't need permission from Austin to buy whatever I want.
Who the fuck said you
and
did?
I don't need.
Who the fuck ever
Where's that video? Did it say that you needed my permission, there, Bubba? I was simply proving the point that you're fucking wrong. You're illiterate. And
that you're a fucking retard. It's when it's the
permission from Marco or Jack. What the fuck is going on with my camera?
Hey, Rich, I've really been thinking about this, buddy. You know what? I'm gonna give Barry a couple days away, maybe even longer. I'm gonna focus all my energy on you. Since you want the smoke, let's give it to you. Instead of dividing my attention between all you motherfuckers, I'll just focus on you, Richie Rich.
Now Barry comes out with some good shit.
Diving in on your bitch ass. We got you, Bubba.
You're gonna get the same attention Brian Cabral got for Stone Valor.
Welcome to the jungle.
I mean, you can slice it any way you want, but it's Stone Valor. I don't care if you ever took a cup of coffee. If you ever took an emotion from somebody thinking you
I remember that thick skin, Tim?
Didn't you try
You know
to
what
put
I'm
your
talking
grandpa
about?
into Stone
Now I got
Valor,
it.
you piece of shit?
Oh, yeah.
You
Well,
tried to
tough
make it
guy
look like
now.
your grandpa died in the line of duty, dude.
That is
Which is a
fucking
whole
weird.
nother level of valor.
He just said he'd let me have it.
I mean, I don't buy that shit for 1 second.
Guys, the live's up. We're gonna do it here in a minute. The live's up. He didn't give anybody the smoke.
Drama.
He's a fucking liar. He's a fat fucking toad who lies about being a
He knows
fucking
I'm lying.
firefighter.
He knows. He just got the notification, guys.
Not
He
just
just
firefighter.
got
You
the
about having
notification.
Think
cancer,
about this, you
a
guys.
heart attack.
Think about this. This man don't give a flying fuck what we think about him, right? So he says, right? Think about this. This live was nothing but talking about me and Jeff. That's the first point I'll make. Then, go back and watch the live where him and Jeff are talking and he mentions Pecker and Jeff calls him a fucking weirdo, basically, and stops talking to him. Look at his eyes. He looked truly sad that Jeff didn't want to talk to him no more. Truly sad. You ain't got thick skin, Rich. You're a bitch.
You're fucking malt now, bud.
If I knew you using his live where I could
I've
have
heard of it,
commented
yeah.
to you, I would have got off my lazy ass and fucking got in there and I
Oh,
could have
yeah.
had my way with you.
Because if you're blocked, if Rich has you blocked like he has the majority of us blocked, you don't need to. All Rich has to be is in a live stream that you can comment on.
Right.
And you can comment to Rich. And as long as the moderator don't block you, then you can comment to Rich all you want.
You can tell me exactly how the fuck you feel. So feel free, Rich, jump in this live, bud. In fact, that's probably the reason we're doing this live right now. Because
Yeah, otherwise I'd send
yeah, you're plenty far enough up. You should be awake right now, fat boy. It's hot outside. I promise your fat ass ain't outside trying to lose some weight, trying to get healthy. I mean, I promise that shit.
He's a tough guy now.
Mr. I don't drink, but we have a picture from you from that time period with a beer in your hand.
Yep.
But you don't drink. You didn't drink back then.
He was just talking all kinds of shit.
You're blaming it on the clerk at the court. Think about it, dude.
I seen his face.
You're an
when he
idiot.
got
You've
the
never had to
fucking
correct that shit
alert
instantly.
I was
Because when they
recording.
issued the warrant, if something went wrong, the warrant would have been for you, not for your father, you idiot. That's why I don't let mistakes like that slide.
I don't know who that is. I could not be on that one.
Oh, I know us.
I don't know. I don't really listen to their music that much. I listen to Shine Down and
bullshit,
Metallica.
dude.
Just went live.
Bullshit. You watch Barney, dude, and listen to fucking Teletubbies. I promise you do.
I was in the
I
backyard
promise
with
you
my
do,
son.
brother. Didn't you get on your phone and you play that fucking little kids game? I promise he does.
Roblox?
Roblox, yeah. You play Roblox and you watch Barney and listen to Teletubbies, dude.
Oh yeah, he did.
To name a few, and then after that, it's all
They did
mostly
an awesome job.
80s rock.
You probably be jamming some
That's
Taylor
usually
Swift.
what I
I
listen
mean,
to.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh,
some Selena
I'm
Gomez,
sorry, I don't know
the
why
young
my
version.
camera's like this.
it sucks.
Hey, is anybody, if you see this, you know why his apartment complex is called, let me know, because I want to let them know that he's
Well,
scored up their
people from
motherfucking
their
apartment. They don't
time
believe me,
period
go look at
usually
this
listen
fucking
to
video.
music from their time
I
period.
mean,
That's usually it, you know?
That's not true at all, dude. I listen to music from my time period. I listen to music from the 50s, from the 40s, from Dad's time period.
He's so stupid, man. My brother Carl, dude, he's the music man, dude. He's always been into music, dude. I mean, even when he was young, dude, he had a collection of cassette tapes that just blow your mind. And it wasn't cheap, you know what I mean, back then. You know, I mean, $10, $12, $20 a tape. Anyway, man, and he loves shit from the 60s. I mean, he liked shit that I didn't care for, like Janis Joplin, shit like that, you know what I mean?
Kiss.
The Doors, I mean.
I like Kiss.
I like all music, dude. Even a little country's okay with me. I mean.
Okay. Rich, like to say you don't drink, right, Bubba? I know you're probably in here. What's that, Rich? Does that bottle say Keystone Light? Oh my
You
God.
didn't drink. I mean, you didn't run the bars with your old lady. She just ran them by herself being a whore, and that's what you said. But that's not true. You would go to a bar with her, then
You would get jealous.
You would get jealous and fight with her. So
Only
bad
hear
the
about
cops
the
would come to your
firefighter.
house.
That's another thing. If you go back and watch Mako's live, when I say that to him,
Yeah,
he goes,
he
he don't
owns it.
deny it, he owns it.
He goes, you don't know the whole situation.
Again, your stepson's name's
If you were a
Brandon, you
firefighter,
fucktard,
right.
and his last name starts with a
Let's think
T.
about this.
Talk
If
to
I'm
him
a
on email, you
if I was a
stupid fucker.
firefighter,
Hey,
right?
Rich, put this shit to bed. Give us your wife's full name, dude,
I
so we
mean,
can
I would
find
be
her.
into that shit. You know what
I mean, so surely tell us that you're a good dude and
Rich
never
says
did
he
that to
doesn't
her.
have any
Divorced
of it.
over 10 years ago. Why?
Oh boy.
She didn't walk away from her whole life, dude,
Hey,
because you're
son.
such a good guy and not
And if I
lying.
was a wife beater, I wouldn't be out here in freedom. I'd be locked up.
Lies. 100% a lie. He just proved how much he knows about the criminal justice system and everything else. He acts like it's first degree murder and you go to jail for fucking life.
That's the other thing. These people don't seem to realize they have all the answers to absolutely nothing at all. They ain't got to.
Get this, guys. Anybody with a brain. Anybody with a brain. Understand this. He owns up to something on that paper being his, but just the rest of the stuff isn't his.
Right.
The court fucked up that hard, but somehow Rich's crime got on that paper, but none of the other crimes are Rich's crimes.
Right. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're so full of shit, dude. I mean, you could stop all this, dude. Take us to court. I mean, sue us. Let the judge figure it out, Rich. That'd be
Very
awesome, dude.
simply, but you don't.
I mean... And now with your stolen valor, there ain't a judge alive that would do anything for you, bud. Not a fucking thing for you. That proves what kind of person you are there, Cabal. Rich Cabal.
Clock ain't plugged in. There's a clock with a nut on the
Oh shit.
dresser.
Long looking
And
live stream.
unfortunately, it's wrapped up right behind Rich.
Hey, folks, hold on. Did you guys see that? We know where Rich got his idea for his haircut, dude.
Oh boy.
He's got the haircut just like that Elvis bus behind him.
Man.
I just lost train of thought.
And if I was a wife beater, I wouldn't be out here in freedom. I'd be locked
How?
up.
You haven't had an old lady for 11 years,
That's the other
dude.
thing. These people don't seem to realize they have all the answers to absolutely
Yep.
nothing at all.
I got the answer
They
as
ain't
to
got a
why
clue.
that's not. I'll look it up. I don't have my phone. I guarantee New Jersey, domestic battery is a misdemeanor.
You
It's the
know,
first one.
why
It's
does
a
he?
misdemeanor. Because it was a misdemeanor. It wasn't even a felony. It was a misdemeanor on paper.
He just wants attention.
I mean,
Why?
can't seem to understand that you ain't too fucking bright there, water boy.
Police are out here.
Oh look. Hey Rich, the fireman there. Go up there and talk lingo.
You know what would have made my day right now,
Why
folks?
the
If
fuck?
you heard somebody
Makes no
say,
sense.
"Hey, you
Actually,
fat
it's not
motherfucker,
fun,
get back in your building, mind your business."
It's supposed to rain now.
That would have made my whole week.
Alright, you guys. Check this out. This, right here. I'm going to read you word for word what domestic battery is in fucking New Jersey. As it states, domestic violence charges may be a misdemeanor, also known as something offense in Jersey, or a felony, as known in To be considered a misdemeanor, the domestic violence will probably be a charge of assault, stalking, harassment, or domestic battery. Boom, bitch.
Right. And your second one's always a felony, no matter if it's bad or not.
And I want to say this, Richie Rich. Being a fireman, like I said to Rich about being a Marine, it's a brotherhood. My neighbor's a fireman.
Right.
And he has all of his fireman buddies over all the time. He wears his fucking fire shirt, his, Staunton Volunteer Fire Department shirt all the fucking time. He's proud of that.
Right.
I don't know one fireman that, if it was in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, who don't have fireman buddies that come around. Because it's a brotherhood. Because you put your trust in your friends or brothers to save your life if shit goes wrong. That's why you watch that fucking short I put up, you fat fucking loser. What did them firefighters do on that roof? Did they do what you would have done and turn tail back towards that ladder? No, they risked their life to pull their buddy up On the safe part
Not
of the
their
roof.
buddy, their brother, dude. Listen, dude. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, Rich. You can put it to bed. What was your firehouse? What town? Who was your captain? I mean, because even the volunteer fire department has a captain over it. I mean, you can put all that shit
There's
to
a
bed.
police car. What the hell
I
is
mean,
coming up
I'm
there
sure
from?
he'll remember you.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
sure there's
coming to
firemen
check
there,
your computers.
even if there wasn't
Yeah.
registry. But there is, even for volunteers,
Well,
there
welcome
is.
aboard. Noel.
No, well, yeah, probably, but I think it'll probably look
But
less.
even when you claim, and I knew you looked about that, but even when you claim that you was, you sit here and talk about you was certified this, certified that. You just want to talk about a key and this, that. You're a fucktard, dude. The key to our firehouse is a regular door key, you idiot. You're acting
What's
like it's
going
a
on, bro?
jailhouse cell key or something,
Yeah, that ain't
you
gonna work.
idiot.
Reen, how you doing? No. Can't afford to go there.
And let's be clear, Stone and Valor is, you don't ever have to take a dime. It only
I play,
becomes
what they call
criminal
hunting line,
when you
they-
take
Where I
a
live.
dime or you take attention
Go
or
to
you
work
take
and that's
anything
it.
work. Stone and
You know,
Valor
I have
itself
my
is just
things
claiming
and
to
my
be
toys and
a
stuff like that.
cop,
But
a
they're not really toys.
fireman,
A lot
a
of them are just
fucking military person.
collectibles, you know?
Anything like that is
Like
Stone
you're
and
sitting
Valor,
there
bud.
saying I'm sitting there playing with Hot Wheels. No. The Hot Wheels are actually still attached to the original cards.
Oh, the cards, guys, the cards.
So,
Rich,
Well,
listen, we know
alright.
for a fact,
So
dude,
what are
that you
those
got
videos?
diapers. Then when you put them motherfucking diapers on and put your binky in your mouth, you probably got a big old bottle that you fill full of milk. It's about 3 foot
Look,
tall. Hold
I'll
on.
say this.
And then you sit there and play with your Hot Wheels like you're a little baby boy, dude. And you probably pay some OnlyFans model to be your mommy virtually. Or that's who that woman is. She comes over there and she changes your dye.
Look,
You know what I
I'll
mean?
say this.
Powders your big old fat ass.
Look, collecting Hot Wheels is a thing. No Hot Wheels collector, as Rich wants to call himself, collects new
Doesn't
Hot
like
Wheels
you.
from that you can buy from Walmart. They want the old stuff, the old red lines, things that are valuable, they're still worth money.
Hold on. And let me add to that. Even if they do collect new Hot Wheels, my buddy Steve, he collect. They're on displays. His Hot Wheels are in display, still in the cards. Like his basement wall was just from one end to the other end was just covered in Hot Wheels. That's how you collect something. You don't buy them, throw them in boxes. That's hoarding, bud. That's hoarding. People that collect shit display the shit they collect. People that hoard shit, buy shit, put it in boxes, talk about, I'm going to have a big yard sale and I don't even have a yard.
Right?
I mean,
people that want to go on boats, I guess, today.
Rich,
Start
how
to
did
rain
I
out here
discover
already.
that you had fucking 14-inch toenails? Remember? Alva, I think, was the name of the car. Remember when you had the track set up? And you were walking around in your underwear with your fucking nasty feet out? Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, those movies that I was watching yesterday were good ones. Roadhouse.
and
Yeah.
how you gonna be like Bill?
Waterboy.
Listen to what he says about Bill Cosby. I told you this motherfucker's suspicious as fuck.
Yeah.
He don't know the meaning of no with a woman. I promise you.
Yep.
How you gonna talk about back when he was doing Fat Albert? He wasn't raping people, and even if he was, there was no evidence of it. What is it with you and evidence, dude? Look, if you had a lick of sense, you would Google that shit. He was accused of
Back in the
drugging
70s.
and assaulting women since the 70s, dude. And he was them cases, the statute of limitations just ran out on a lot of them cases. The women that came forward on him, you dumb motherfucker. How you gonna support somebody like that by buying their shit and watching it, dude? I
I
mean,
was ill in 48 hours.
Yeah, that's...
and then when you get called out
Should
on
be
it, not
getting
like,
other
well,
ones today.
if I did it, I would just say, hey, I like the show. I'm sorry, I'm not supporting
Man,
Bill
you
Cosby,
can't
but I like
go
the movie. the
Pluto
show.
or
Not-
Timu.
Not he wasn't raping nobody in the 60s and the 80s, and even if he was, there was no
Netflix.
evidence of it.
Yo!
Yeah, I'm going to pick my TV remotes. Oh, there they are right there.
Winning!
Ah.
This is actually
Dad, if we
quite
take
scary.
a road trip out your way, you guys gonna buy us dinner?
Oh, so here's work as a fireman when I was younger.
Oh,
Of course, back then in the 90s, they didn't have anything as far as valor is concerned.
I wonder if you have to
as far as
go
I
to
know.
Jeff's area
Valor
to go to
For
Jersey,
firemen
to go
back then.
where Rich lives.
what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Listen,
But
you
the
guys.
thing is,
He's gonna get into the stolen valor shit. Listen to this.
Why are the
Yeah,
fire?
that makes no sense. It actually cooled off, thank God. Well, welcome aboard, Noel. Hey, how you doing? The Hot Wheels are actually still attached.
Went way too far.
I had to download TikTok for fucking Haley's thing. I think I want to try to make a TikTok talk about Barry Rich. I could do that, couldn't I?
Concerns, as far as I know,
I've got one.
Valor?
for firemen.
I've got one.
Yeah, but I thought I might make one too. I don't know
Go
if I do
for it.
anything,
This is actually quite
but I'm
scary.
sure I will or not. But
Oh, so here's work as a fireman when I was younger.
Oh.
Of course, back then in the 90s, they didn't have anything as far as valor is concerned, as far as I know.
Valor?
hold on, stop a minute, stop a
Back
minute.
then.
This
You don't
cocksucker,
even know what that word
this
means.
cocksucker is IQ is so low, dude. You don't even understand what the term valor means, dude. I mean, so let me get this straight. Firemen in the 90s wasn't proud men and women doing a job that most people don't want to do, a position of prestige, a position people look up to, because that's valor, bud. Valor is basically their job is courageous, so therefore they have valor for it. Then you got assholes like you that come in and want to take that power from them. You want to put yourself in there and be like, I was one of you. I deserve the same respect you deserve. Because in order to have valor, that means you deserve a certain type of an amount of respect over an average person. Whether you're a military member, a cop, a fireman, fuck an EMT, man. I mean, so they didn't have that in the 90s. Valor wasn't a term in the 90s. Dude. When you steal valor, man, you're basically stealing a piece of people who have put their lives on the line for other people.
And then saying your grandfather died in service.
Right. Died as a fireman in that.
I love how you don't even touch that anymore. You just like, because that's, he just leaves that to just, oh, we're going to forget I said that.
Come on, Rich, you fat bitch. Why ain't you in here mouthing off
the
to
thing
us?
is they didn't give keys to the volunteers. They only gave them to people who were actually firemen.
Hold on, stop.
I can tell you right now, the key is long on one.
Stop. You said, you reiterated, son. You reiterated it for everybody to hear. I wasn't a volunteer. I was a full-fledged fireman. Not a volunteer either. You go on to talk about you had apparatus. You're an idiot, Rich. The volunteer firemen get everything a regular fireman get. Again, my whole department in Staunton is a volunteer fire department. Most departments around here are volunteer fire departments.
And don't
They
worry.
are ran by volunteers. There is nobody on the payroll. They all do it because they care about it. They care about people.
And don't worry, Rich. Well, as soon as I talk to my fireman neighbor, I'm going to
Again,
sure to let him know about
right.
you.
He's the one that told me, which I already knew, but there is a registry. And all I need from you, Rich, to find out is what's your department, what's the firehouse number? At least give me that much. What number in the city and state? Simple
And
number.
where all the notches are.
My
But
God.
on the other end, the original firehouse key is square.
What
Listen to this shit.
the fuck is he talking
He's
about?
acting like every
The
firehouse
key
in the
is
world has
easily
a
bigger
certain
than
number.
household keys.
Oh my God.
What does any of that have to do with valor, or you being a fucking lion,
Right.
stolen valor?
Because, no, what he's trying to say is, that I was a volunteer, but you already made it clear you wasn't a volunteer. But now you're saying you was a volunteer, but you were special and they gave you a key.
As a matter of fact, we're going to pause right here. We're going to go back and look at what Rich said 4 days ago.
Yeah, please.
So hang on, folks, because I just did a video on it. This was 4 days ago, folks. 4 fucking days ago.
And before you go there, Rich, we already know what you're going to say. Well, I misspoke. I didn't mean it like that. They took it wrong. They edited it. They did blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. What he's afraid of is that somebody's going to clock his fucking grill over this shit is what he's afraid of. I mean, you and Brian Cabral should be brothers. I mean, plain and simple. I mean,
There we go. If it'll play.
I mean, you at the very least have a picture of you with your brothers. I mean, plain and simple, dude.
No, folks.
As a matter of fact, before
Here we go. And Rich, you're not booted from this live. You've seen you can comment, fuck boy.
Right. I
You
mean,
want to
no
put
other
me in
kick
my
you
place?
out.
Let's
As a matter
go.
of fact, before I got booted out of Monko's
see.
Live, where he was making fun of me once again, I even
I don't believe he would
told him
kick
about
you
my
out.
grandfather.
He don't seem like that
My
type of
grandfather
dude.
was a first responder. He went into a place called Morningstar Paisley, which exploded. It was a chemical factory in Hawthorne.
The chemical factory did
grandfather-
explode, and people did die. No first responders died at Paisley. Again,
Lost his
no
life being a
first
first responder.
responders died at
And
Paisley.
because of that, I wound up being a firefighter out in engine number 64 in Gradyville, PA.
Hold on,
And I'm
before
not
anybody says
talking-
anything, he's not saying the firehouse number right here. He says engine 54.
That's the fire truck.
That's the fire truck. He's not saying I was at Firehouse 107. He is giving you an engine number of a truck.
Which can be made up.
Well, in fact, there's 100 engine number 7s, number 10, 25s, number. It depends on. I mean, you don't think out of all the fire departments, man, trucks numbers overlap, just not in the same area. You know what I'm saying? So in Jersey, they're gonna have the same fire truck number as a place in Indiana or California. He's not giving you that firehouse, the number for the firehouse, nothing, dude.
All right. Let's keep going because I want people to hear what he says.
A volunteer. I had apparatus.
Oh!
Not volunteer. Not volunteer. Right out of his mouth.
Ready?
And because of that, I wound up being a firefighter out in engine number 64 in Gradyville, PA. And I'm not talking about volunteer.
Oh! Got him! Woo!
Again, you fat lying
I had
piece of shit.
apparatus. I had ladders. As far valor is concerned,
And then, hold on, what the
Valor
fuck does
or
that
fireman.
mean? God damn it, Rich, you fat piece of shit. What do you mean by I had apparatus and ladders? So let me get this straight. You carried a ladder on the roof of your Pinto back in? I mean, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? All that shit is at the fire department hooked to the trucks, you fucking moron.
On the Hemian Challenger.
Right, I mean,
Semi-
you had apparatus. Look, they send the equipment home with people. Like the people I know around here as volunteer firemen, the ones I grew up with at Burnett, they took home their coats, their shit like that. They're volunteers. They're at home when the fire hits. They have to go from home to the fire, unless they're the ones that drive the trucks.
My God.
They have all their
So I
shit
had my
with them.
certification when
And let's get it straight. He would have a hat, his helmet. He would have a jacket still. He would have something, pictures. He would have his brothers coming over to hang out with him.
The man of 1,000 brags, dude.
Yeah.
The man of 1,000 brags has been on YouTube for 10 years since it began, and has never mentioned being a firefighter. He's mentioned being a cook. He's mentioned being a CPA. He's mentioned this. He mentioned that.
We just proved how he's lying. He just fucking openly just admitted he's lying.
You're a fat lying piece of shit, and it probably won't. But God
Lolcow.
willing, somebody will pick this shit up bigger than us, and they'll shut your fucking ass down. God willing, your fat ass will walk out your front door, and somebody's gonna walk up to you and just whack, and knock them nasty ass fucking teeth clean down your punk ass throat. That I'll tell you what, dude, that would make my motherfucking day, dude. You get on here and your shit all busted up, talking about you guys got me hurt. No, motherfucker,
I
you got
took the
yourself
smoke
hurt.
house,
Lying about
apparatus,
shit.
ladders, and then what was it, the oxygen tanks and all that other crap.
Oh my God.
You get your certification after all that gets done.
None of them fingers smell. See, he's lying.
You get your certification after the ladders and the apparatuses gets done. I mean, think about what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, he's lying. If he does that, he plays with his face, I think.
Ah,
Trying to look at this at like how the detective would look at it.
good luck with that, guns. They never showed up. Ah. Neither did the pizza.
Yeah, see? See? Gotta think of a lie. Guys, this could be used as
You ready for this,
educational
Dad?
purposes for psychology.
No, guys, because I'm about to prove that you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You ready for this? These are what you have to do to be a firefighter in New Jersey. If you have to have any certifications, they would tell you right here. The minimum requirements to become a firefighter in New Jersey must be at least 18 years old, a U.S. citizen, a high school diploma or GED, a valid.
Hold on. You're fucked there, bud, because you don't have a high school diploma, bitch. Those are your words. Your motherfucking words. You don't have a diploma or a GED.
Ready? Must have a valid New Jersey driver's license, pass a background check, and a drug screening. Meet medical and physical standards. Pass the New Jersey firefighter something exam, written and physical. Where does it say anything that you need to be certified in ladders and all this bullshit he was just saying?
He's so stupid, dude. He's just ignorant, dude. He's not even smart enough when, at least Brian Cabral, when he tell you a story, you have to believe it because he would do his research before he'd say this shit. You know what I mean? He just didn't do enough.
That's what made Brian Cabral dangerous.
Okay.
Because when he talked about war stories, he could go into detail and make you believe it. If you didn't know Chris Bustamante, then you would believe he was what he was. That's what's scary. Rich don't have enough to pull off.
He don't have the charisma or the brains. He's too lazy, dude.
Just
He
say
can't even
noodles.
Google shit.
Noodles? Oh, you want some noodles, Rich? Keep it on track. Oh, he's feeling sexy. He's got to do his hair.
I don't know a lot, Rich.
Yeah, we
I
got
got
a lot
down
of
a
things
bit.
going on here psychologically. Look at that. Is that?
Dude,
I don't know.
hey, Rich. Man, you know what made me laugh when you was like, I want my... You had that camera like that and start going, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
God.
Bring me
So
my
I
baby
had my
back, baby back, baby
certification
back.
when
Cheerleaders.
I took the smokehouse, apparatus, ladders, and then what was it? The
He
oxygen
took the
tanks and all that
smokehouse.
other
What
crap.
the fuck does that mean?
Oh my.
He took the
God.
smokehouse.
He gave you certification
He
after all
didn't
that
say
gets done.
that we practice in the smokehouse. He
He's
took the
lying.
smokehouse exam.
Like he's in a fucking military going through a gas mask training.
Which they train in smokehouse. That's what they call it, a smokehouse. They train in those, man.
Trying to look at this at like how the detective would look at it.
Good luck with that, guns. They never showed up. Neither did the pizza.
Hey, Rich, man, can you go through and tell me what certified in ladders actually? Because I just googled it and I can't find nothing on that.
Gotta think of a
So can
lie.
you please at least make your lie even
This
more
could be
believable and
used
say
as
some stupid
educational
shit, please?
purposes for psychologists.
Right,
and
because
stuff.
you've done backpedal. Circle back there, Biden. You know, I mean, you done went
What does
from
that say? What's your name?
not a
You
volunteer
said
to
noodles?
well, I was a volunteer.
Noodles? Oh, you want some noodles, Rich? Keep it on track. Oh.
Circle back.
He's feeling sexy. He's got to do his hair. Yeah,
You
we got a
support
lot of
this
things
dude.
going
You
on
are
here
just as bad as
psychologically.
him. You're saying it is okay that he is doing what he's doing on here. There's people that want to be his friend just for him being a fireman, dude, because they would think he's a good dude. You know what I mean?
I don't
That's
know.
what he's stealing, dude. Emotions, people's feelings.
These were something my mother painted when I was a
I
kid.
don't believe it. I don't
And
believe it.
just funny how I still have them.
You
They
know,
weren't
it's not
12
everything
years
has
ago.
a story.
That's wonderful.
Because
So
he's
you
full
put him
of
on the
shit,
thing
dude.
right
I
behind
mean,
you.
his mom's
Noodles?
good,
Oh,
right?
that's
I
the
mean,
name,
it's
Noodles?
impossible. But
Oh my God. I know who Noodles is. Wait a
I
minute.
wasn't sure if it was or not because I got a cracked screen on this thing.
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, well, thank you. She did paint them though. That's the kind of thing that my mother was into. She also did a drum that was made
Okay.
like that.
So
Table
I
that's
think
solid.
psychologically now
She
he's going to
painted
talk
that
about
too.
his
It's supposed to
mom.
represent
He's going to
1776
refill his energy bar.
and
So he can
1976.
tell another lie.
what was 1976, bud?
My mother's been gone since 2004. So
Bicentennial or what? I mean, I have to look it up. Is
What's up?
1976
What's up,
bicentennial or
mister?
something?
I think it's the bicentennial for the America.
See this? This is YouTube.
yeah, I know.
That's all he wants is attention.
And let's get one thing straight. Rich, you can say whatever you want about me.
He'll,
And here's the truth, though. You can call me a bitch. You can call me a coward. Because my shit again speaks for itself. Unlike you, I don't hide live streams to hide what I say. I don't hide videos to hide what I say. You do. You this whole lot run your fucking jibs and then mark it private because you're a fucking coward.
Look, you can call us whatever. You can call us whatever you want. You can call us bullies. You can call us cowards. You can call us whatever. But we have something that you and married people like you will never have. We are real. We don't hide behind the shit we've done, make up excuses for it. If we fuck up, we own that shit, man. I mean,
why don't you elaborate some more?
We're real. I mean,
hell, I'm waiting to be put in my place.
Right, I mean.
What's a what? What am I looking at?
We went live just so you can come in here when you know that you're going to be up and away. Come on in here, Rich. Put me in my place, you fat piece of shit.
Those are all still on the cards.
Cool, pussy.
Right past that
Let's go.
The 64 ounce.
Where's the Where's
the 30
Alpha?
gallon bin of Hot Wheels.
Rich, where's Alpha?
Even the ones that are on the wall, they're still on the card.
Look at that shit, man. I mean,
I
his
don't
complex
play
should
with them.
know that he's a hoarder.
I collect them so that way I can have a nice big garage sale and sell them.
Okay. I have video of you in your underwear.
Listen, if you guys go watch any of the hoarder shows, that's what every hoarder I've ever seen has said. Usually, especially when they have shit new in boxes, like the hoarder house that has a bunch of new shit that's in boxes that has dog shit pissed over.
That's a fact.
Well, I was going to have a yard sale. I was going to sell it. I got it to do with a good deal. It's typical straight up hoarder shit.
So I went into this one haters.
Oh.
Yes, hater, Marco. Jeff.
Oh.
McCrae.
Jimmy.
Hey. Yeah.
No, we're gonna look at.
Hey, David, how are you?
Hey, Rich, you keep acting like we hate you, dude. You don't matter to hate. We don't care
So I
anything
went
about
into
you.
this,
We care
this
about
guy's
what
live.
you
He's
do.
there, you know, running my character ragged. So I'm staying in his live because, you know, I'm not shutting my mouth. The hell with that.
Well, you
I gave him
got
a
all
bunch
the
of grief.
opportunity to do that
You
here.
know, until he just couldn't take it anymore and he just couldn't say anything more to me.
So you're saying you punked
But
Jeff
these
out.
people, they, you know, he's like, acting
Just so
like, you
we're
know,
clear on
he's
that shit.
going to be my friend and everything else.
Oh, exactly, Fast Thing. He acted so tough in this fucking live. And then he goes and hides this fucking live stream so we can't review the full, 2 hours he was live. Or in his fucking mouth because he's a fucking coward.
Again, anybody that
I knew it was
gets
too
this
good to be true.
cocksucker's back is just
I
bad.
usually try and give people the benefit of the doubt.
Because
How you doing,
especially
Val?
now, okay, if before
I
he
usually
was
try and
farming
give people the
shit,
benefit
so
of
be
the doubt.
it.
But then what happens
But
is
now
they
that
wind
he's
up
stolen valor,
making me
same
think
thing
all
come out
over
the
again
brawl
why I
for.
didn't bother, you know.
If you
give it a
get his
second
back,
chance,
you are
yeah.
a bad person.
But they're both still sitting there mocking me. Oh, I'm a wife beater, this, that, the other thing, and
You
all
notice,
this other
hold
crap.
on, hey
And
guys,
there's
hey, you
nothing,
notice he
no
is
truth
stuck
to
on
it.
that.
No.
Do you know why I believe he did it 100% for sure? Because he is stuck on that. When he talks about us and the things we've accused him of, it's not so much a drunk, it's not so much, it always is a wife beater shit. That's why he's focused on it. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's focused on that, dude. He is so worried about being a wife beater, dude, because he's guilty of it, dude. 100% guilty of it, dude.
And he's ashamed of it.
And he's ashamed of it.
Which you should be.
Oh, 100%, man. You should
Who
never put your hands
otherwise,
on a woman.
man?
Ever. Ever, 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 ever.
So,
That's
But
what
most
you're
people like,
doing.
I
guess
did
that's
it,
what people
fuck
like.
it.
They like the,
That's me.
what they call it.
I crossed that line,
You
and I got what I
like to
got.
be shocked.
You like drama.
Shocked into being a sub
Shocked
for
or
these
being
morons.
subs.
Whatever.
If you subscribe to me or Mako or anybody in the community, you are a shock valued sub. And we appreciate your value.
Hell, they didn't even know I was going to buy an engine until I said something.
Okay,
Oh, hang on.
okay, stop.
Hang on, let me
Give
talk
a
about it
fuck, dude.
That is a lie because you posted that picture of that engine that you couldn't read the ad right, and the guy just messaged me back and said, no, that's not that exact engine. But, anyways, you posted that like what, 3 months ago? 2 months ago? A month ago? Something like that? So therefore, we've known that you've been throwing around the idea since then.
Okay.
And before that even, because you were in the live with me and Jeff and Fasting, and you said, I'm just going to buy a new engine and be done with it.
But just think about his words, everybody. This is the kind of logic you're dealing with this fat piece of shit. How would anybody on the planet, unless you're a psychic, know that Richard's going to buy an engine unless he says it out loud?
Right?
How would you automatically know he's going to buy an engine unless he notifies everybody he's going to buy an engine?
Exactly.
I mean, that's the kind of logic you're dealing with.
I want to see
put
what
a
his
penny
IQ
in
is
that,
on like.
and I wouldn't
Oh,
give a
it
fuck.
would be bad.
Like, it ain't
It
gonna,
would be a
like-
lot lower in Barry's. Like,
But
he's
it doesn't
really
it doesn't
simple.
make
He's
sense
very-
to try and talk
he's
to people that you
100%
can't reach. Even smacking upside the back of the head won't help. You know.
And again, Rich,
Uh-huh.
I will
Just be
pay to
damn
see that
dense,
happen. How much will it cost?
For you to fly
How
down here
much
and
will it
smack me.
cost me to come to you and have you slap me in the back of the head.
Fuck it. I'll take it over from you. How much? What do I need to do to pay your flight down here so you can smack me in the back of the head?
Right. I mean.
I will pay for your ticket here and back.
What would it take for us to get together, all 100% legally though? Illegal. It has to be legal. So you can slap. Hell, I'll even pay Jeff and him's way down there. Who do you want to smack in the back of the head more? Whoever it is. How much will it cost to make that fucking happen, bud?
Knowledge, anything but what they say.
Rich, you're gonna smack me upside the head? I'd like to see you do that, bud.
Careful,
Nothing but
fast
assholes.
thing, brother. He's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
come
what they
smack
are.
you in the back of the head next.
I would really like to see you smack me up against the head.
Exactly. And these people have no conscience whatsoever.
You're fucking right.
You know,
I don't have a
like I said in this live, you know, just a little.
When it comes to people like you, Rich, I don't give a flying fuck.
Right.
You could drop dead in this moment, and it would bring me joy. Like I said yesterday. Exactly, Dizzy. Like I said yesterday on my live, I hope and pray one day you were on this live stream, you actually have a real fucking asthma attack. So I can see the fucking fear in your eyes as you can't breathe. That'll bring me so much fucking joy.
When people like you, Barry, people like you pass on and we hear it, we're all going to be rejoiced, Rich. You know why it is? Because the world will be a better place without you drawing the same breath as hard-working people. As hard-working, honest people, dude. That are just out here trying to make a buck, live their life to the best of their ability. Hell, they get on YouTube because they're bored, they got nothing else to do. You know what I mean? I mean, they like the engagement, whatever. Then you get people like you that get on here that just want to fucking steal people's emotions. You want people to feel sorry for you. You're trying to take something from these people, dude.
Exactly, Dizzy. That's what I mean. His grandfather probably was a firefighter. Why would you lie, though, about him dying? And something like that would be easily verifiable. You know she's not mentioning the grandfather thing anymore, right?
Fucking idiot, dude. Oh, I can guarantee Richard say some shit like, well, my family didn't
My
want the
ex-wife's
papers,
son
blah, blah,
was
blah.
actually
It
in a
doesn't
live
work
stream.
like
He
that,
didn't
dude.
like the fact
If
that I
he
was
died in
talking
a
about
line of
his mother,
duty,
which
that
is
is
funny.
proud. That's valor, Rich.
But he also denied the fact that this guy was sitting there telling everybody that I'm a wife beater, and he denied it. Her own son denied it.
No, he did not.
And how thick-headed he
You're
is,
a
he didn't
liar.
even freaking skip a step. He's still calling me a wife beater.
You're a liar. He did not deny it. He has
Wow.
never once
So the
denied
kid's
that
calling you
shit.
white.
You can prove it. Put the snippet up you're talking about. You should have it. Put it up where he says, Rich never put his hands on my mom. Rich was never a violent person.
This is from your stepson, Brandon, again. Last name that starts with a T-E-R. I'm going to finish it out. That was not me in Rich's live stream. That was, I don't know who that was, but they were
See?
pretending to be me.
See?
Email. Bitch.
I mean, now you're calling your stepson fucking a piece of shit, basically, a thick-headed motherfucker. I mean, I don't know why these people would want to sit back on the sidelines and allow you to get away with what you're doing.
You ready for this, you guys? I haven't read these emails because I've just been leaving it be. Because the kid don't want to be involved. But I'm just going to read snippets. Rich was the type of man to go to the bar with my mother and then get jealous when my mom would get talked to by other men. It would start a bad fight that would last all the way home, keeping me up at night, some nights, with him arguing and screaming at my mother.
Facts, bitch. Facts. You did put your... Listen, motherfucker, your words are this. She left her grandmother's China. She left her shit that was handed down from generations. She walked away from your house and left everything, dude. Everything, dude.
Ready for this? This is going to prove my point even further with you, Richie Rich. You ready? Ready? I'm about to read a snippet of another email. After the divorce, Rich has never reached out to me. He always said I was his son, but he never reached out to talk to me or even be there for me after the divorce. It was like I didn't exist.
That's how you made this kid feel, you fat double-R piece of shit, self-centered dog shit.
My mom and me packed up 2 suitcases of stuff, and Rich kicked us out. Our whole lives, basically, in 2 suitcases. And there's more. I could keep reading it.
Her son. You're a broken fucking man. This guy's really broken. No doubt about it. But you see, Rich, here's the deal.
Exactly.
Watch this.
And the fact of the matter is, the people that they do have, paperwork that they do have, I guess somehow, in the, because they change, county clerks all the time.
You're
I guess what
stupid
they
as
did
hell.
was they
do
messed
not
up on
listen.
the
That's
filing,
not even true at all.
and they actually had
That's not true
something
at
of my
all. I mean,
father,
they don't
what he
just-
did.
It's not
a DUI.
I turn rate for clerks, dude.
I'm gonna read this too, because remember how Rich says that his ex-wife just left FedEx? Just left? Didn't want to work? My mom quit her job because Rich told her to quit your job. You don't need to work. I will pay the bills. You can be a stay-at-home mom.
So that didn't happen, Rich? You calling him and her a liar?
Then Rich would throw in my mom's face all the time when they get arguments that he paid the bills. It was his house. It was never our house.
Hell of a man, Rich. Hell of a man, buddy. Listen, assholes.
Fine, I don't have a DUI. I don't drink. How can I have a DUI? Okay. Let's see. Violation of a restraining order. Didn't have a restraining order.
I don't know what
The only one that did was my father.
I mean,
He violated a restraining order of my mother's maid of honor.
And guys, that's just a tipping fucking point. There's a lot more that this kid has told me that I could go into detail with.
but we don't want to do
But
that.
I just want to fucking let Rich know that his world is fucking small. That wasn't his fucking son that was in that fucking live stream at all.
My father was,
The only reason I haven't
What a
fucking done more
that's a
talking
good
about it
son.
is because he wants to stay out of
Your
it.
father
Right.
like that.
I mean,
okay, that's what it is.
That's a fucking loser move.
The only thing that was on that piece of paper that was literally for me was a car accident. I had a car accident because I was pulling out of the shop right over in Byram, and this lady was on the road right next to the shop.
Tell you a story.
She was a cancer victim.
Oh my God.
At
See?
least that's what she told the police.
okay, but hold on.
Cancer.
Guys,
And-
let me ask you a question. What the fuck does her being a cancer patient have to do with this, Rich? What are you trying to say?
She turned around and told me to go, so I went. And when I went, she decided to T-bone my driver's side of my car.
Oh boy.
So, that's where the accident came from.
And then the police.
How does that work? If she's at a dead stop and she motions you on, does that mean that she punched
There's
the
no
gas?
mobile. You're talking about that back there?
No,
That's
you
actually
turned out in front of her.
a Tiffany lamp. It's a stained glass lamp.
Rich's life so bright you gotta wear shades.
The memorabilia is from my mother. They're Elvis busts. She did them when I was a kid.
And if the racist shit you guys wasn't bad enough, or the white beat shit wasn't bad enough, now he's wanting to be stolen valor, no different than Brian Cabral. And lie about his grandfather and
He's
everything else.
worse than Brian Cabral because listen, he wanted to call Brian Cabral out for the shit and do the exact same thing. Dude. To me, that is always worse than a person that just does it. A person that comes out and calls somebody out for something, then they do the exact same fucking thing. That is the epitome of just pathetic, low life behavior, dude.
And now I have them.
Jeff isn't here, I'm sure he can even say it. When Jeff was talking friendly with fucking Rich, and Jeff would be doing a live on Barry, Rich would troll Barry in Mako's live. He was fine with it. And now he comes out and saying, I'm against trolling. But when the shoe's on the other foot and it's not you being trolled, you are 100% for it. You give it to him. You can't have it both ways. You can't say you're against it and then say, oh, well, it's not me, so I'll just fuck with this person.
No, I didn't answer the question.
And then to say the only reason I have a problem with Barry is because he screamed at that little girl
This one
and
over
showed his ass
here
on
is supposed
SWAT
to be
meet.
when he's younger, and this one is supposed to be just about when he passed away.
He literally in a live stream said the only reason he has a problem with Barry.
Or he has a problem
Yeah.
with Barry. I got you. So that's the only reason you have a problem with the man that says shit like that to young girls. Even though you get on, which I don't doubt none. I mean, I wholeheartedly, I promise you could catfish this dude. It would take you time, but you could catfish this dude, then drop the I'm 17 on the 16 thing after you got his trust, and he would still want to meet with you. He would still meet with you. It would take more time to get him like that than it would Barry and his kid. I guarantee Barry and his kid 2 months.
This is why
talk
we
to
have
him.
counselors.
You could have him
in
busted.
America, you
And
know?
you'd have him caught one of those things. This guy might take 6 months, but you can get him too.
Look at this.
He's lonely, dude, and he, don't
He's
believe for 1
really
second, dude, that
smart,
he don't look at
okay.
young girls and be like,
Hey, Rich, where you at, Bubba?
Listen,
I'm waiting for that fucking you to give me that kick in the ass.
you're a commie, Rich. Anybody that makes lasagna, dude, and don't put red sauce between the
I know,
layers is a
right?
commie.
I mean, you want to come you want to go stand up and tell everybody off? Well, you're
But
the
see,
chance,
I'm-
fat
Yeah.
boy.
Hey, and
I'm
better
not
yet,
gonna play
Rich,
this
hey, check
guy
it out,
for a
bud.
super
If you
long
was
time
busy
with
when
it,
this
but
was
you know
going
what?
on,
This is
you
what
let
he
us
wants.
know what time fits your
This
schedule
is
for a
really
live.
what he wants.
That you
because
want to
it
come in and
doesn't
comment on
matter.
and set us
He's-
straight, and I think we could make that happen,
Yeah.
right? We could accommodate that, right? You just put a
don't
comment
know
in any of
why.
the videos that us can see what time you want to come in and correct us and set us straight, and we'll set aside time out of the day
But
for
I
it.
know this.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Exactly.
Yeah, a damn tripod.
But I want
But
to go
what
to
I'll
comment.
do is,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Me
just gonna
personally,
go about my
Not
shit.
just Austin. I want to
It's
go
not
to
gonna
comment.
happen.
Austin screen recordings. He'll pull that up, and then I can give my opinion then. Because this is exactly what
Today I overslept. I didn't have a chance to screen record any of this shit. I wish I did because it was probably glorious.
he wants.
Thankfully, our buddies, Mako's, there it
So
is.
enjoy
Pick up
it.
my slack.
Eat it up, big boy.
We had a long night, man. I mean, I hurt my neck real bad the other day, and yesterday
Fuck
was bad.
me, I
Today's
can't
not-
even
today's
walk.
a little better. I mean,
Smack me
I
in
better
the
at
head.
least get some
Good
better.
smack in the head.
Yesterday, I think, is the first day that I
Anyway,
ever
this guy
sat in the
needs a
house
fucking smack in the head.
and actually didn't go do anything all fucking day long.
Yeah, that's what they get. You don't play games like that, come in here from another live stream,
Oh, there we go.
kiss their butt and come in here and start shit with me. Nah.
Bye, because I'm a bitch.
Buddy, here's your chance, fat boy. Where you at? Puss.
I mean, that's the point. If people would stop,
Yeah. Oh, what
let
else?
him be held accountable, he would click off YouTube.
Hey,
This guy
hey,
is not
you
bad.
guys were in the
This
live
guy
earlier.
would shut his channel down.
You were
If
in the
people
live
would
earlier.
just
Remember,
stop
he was like, "This is
blocking the
America,
karma
free
he has
speech."
coming, he would be done. There would be no more Rich 220 drops.
Such
No
a
time for stupidity
Because
today.
he can't,
Yeah, I know.
he can't take it. He's not witty enough to
you're
come
an
back.
important
He's
guy.
not smart enough to stop.
I know, right? In danger.
I mean, for
It's
5
just
seconds,
sad.
dude, you would think that he was getting it. The other day, he comments, he goes, "I did some things wrong on the car. I fucked it up. That's why I don't run." That's called taking responsibility, Rich. That is the whole hard truth. It's not your fucking your vendors, your landlord, the dude about your house. You fucked that motherfucking car up. You. That car don't run because of you,
What
motherfucker.
is he eating?
But 5 seconds after you took a little bit of
He's
responsibility
eating.
like a normal human being, you come back to the same old bullshit. Then you go on to talk about being a fireman. Unfucking
He's probably
believable.
getting off on this right now. That we're watching him. He's eating a sandwich.
How many other YouTubers you know that, like auto
He
channels
was
or whatever,
trying to fuck- I don't know
sit
if
there
I
and eat
can,
in the
something
camera like
wrong,
this
I-
and
Oh,
fart
right.
and shit?
I'm trying to see what it says.
I don't like
It's kinda hard
saying
to
this,
read.
dude, because Barry's gonna get a big head. Barry is 10 times more entertaining to watch than Rich.
Oh. And Whittier, and Barry, if you see this bitch, it's not a compliment, but you are wittier than him. You have better comebacks than him.
You're smarter than him.
You're smarter than
still
him. I
pass it.
mean, and at least listen, man. At least Barry is good at doing one thing, and that's hustling. Barry is a hustler. He's a con man. I mean, straight up, dude. At least Barry is 60 years old and has
Yeah,
a
let's
house he
turn
cons,
this up
has
and hear
cars
what
he
this
cons,
fucking
so-
sounds
No, a
I mean,
DUI. I don't have a
Richie's
DUI.
pushing
Yeah.
60
I
years
don't
old and
drink.
don't have nothing besides 2 Elvis busts and a bunch of Hot Wheels.
He don't drink, guys. Never mind the picture I have of him with a Coors Light bottle in his hand. He don't drink.
Never mind that you used to run the bars. I mean,
I'm talking about.
and then you own that you ran the bars. You even say it in your earlier videos.
Rich,
You
you
talk
gotta
about how you
stop
run the
filming
bars
yourself on
when
the
you was
side
young.
like that.
Then it was
think
I
that's
never
a
ran the
very
bars.
good,
My
angle
wife
for you,
ran the
bud.
bars, and I caught her with another man.
He keeps, you see how he keeps sticking his head up? Is that because he's got to adjust that thing around or what?
No, man, listen, Jeff. It's because he's part turtle, dude. He don't want everybody to know that he's a shapeshifter and he's a turtle in his other shape. Because when he relaxes, his head starts to disappear his body, so he has to poke it back up.
Exactly, Fast Thing. Fast Thing goes, Barry's slowest car is faster than anything Rich has.
Right, I mean, at least Barry is a hustler.
Well,
Dude. I mean, he
the
can con you.
Papa's right
You can
there.
respect the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Rich
I
ain't even a
would
good
wish
con man.
I
He's not even a
was
good
Rich.
hustler, dude. He's just pathetic. He's
So-
just 100%, 300 pounds
So
pathetic.
I want to ask the chat, and I'm going to ask Dad this. You guys let weigh in your opinions. Do you think that Rich would be able to say he's a fucking firefighter and said shit about his grandpa if he knew the shitstorm that was about to come his way?
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, he's
Well,
not
keep
even
it
right. I mean,
busy
you
today,
would
huh,
think
son?
he would be smart enough to understand that if you work for if you're a public servant, if you work for
I'd
a
like to see
taxpayer,
him like fight
There's gonna be a
himself
record.
right now live on
especially
camera.
if you're like a fireman, a cop, you know. The only ones that there's not a
What is
registry, and there is a registry, but the public don't necessarily have access to it, is if you're like a CPS caseworker, or even if you're a DEA, not Fed DEA, but let's say you work for your local drug task force. You're still on a registry in your legal name. Maybe not in your undercover shit, but your legal name
Oh,
is
yeah.
still in a registry of
You know,
cops.
part of that might be my fault too, though, Tim, because I went into Mako's live stream and went off on him, literally.
Here's a chance to go off on me, fat boy.
What?
Why don't you show this shit, Rich? I mean, you think you put receipts on that? Because I don't believe it for 1 second.
Oh, dude.
I don't believe Jeff wouldn't have shut you down
You laid into me.
and made you cry. He probably made you cry. You probably got a, hey, here's one, buddy. Hey, I got the perfect idea for this cocksucker.
No,
Look,
dude,
why don't
he's
you do
fucking-
your live?
he's saying
Would
stupid
this work?
shit.
He can do his live, watching our live,
And then I was
and make
going
comments to us
stolen
in real
valor.
time. He can do that, right?
Yeah.
In those 3 days.
Why don't you do
Stolen
that, dude?
They're
valor.
actually on.
Exactly, Dizzy.
I think it kills him that he comes into them streams and I won't block him. I'm telling you right now, I really believe that he can't figure out why he can come in here and I won't just block him.
I think it bugs him that we're not as soft as him, where if you say something, we're going to block you.
Right, or we're gonna cry about it. You know what I mean?
Because let's get, when him and Jeff did the lot, when Jeff was commenting on Rich's live and Rich mentioned the size of his pecker, and Jeff's like, "Whoa, that's too far, that's weird," or whatever the fuck Jeff said. Rich went from smiling and laughing to just looking sad, like he lost his best friend and sad. That's how much he cares about our opinion. Is like he thought Jeff and him were gonna be cool forever, and then when he came out with that weirdo creepo shit, Jeff's like, "Whoa, that's too far." And Rich just got all sad like he lost his best friend.
I promise you, Rich loses sleep over this YouTube shit. I promise you that. Barry probably does too. I don't know about that. But. Well, it'd be
The
funny if these
fires,
motherfuckers
yeah,
actually
we'll see.
wake up and be like, "He's a bad dude. I'm not blocking for you anymore, Rich. You're gonna have to face your
I
consequences
mean,
and let this fat motherfucker face his
what
consequences."
is this? It's like watching JoJo the Whale there. Is this a circus act? I mean, Austin did say he is the
Well, I mean, it's the bearded lady
man,
almost. So he does
if
fit into
you're
the
an
circus,
actress,
folks.
You're not gonna fucking.
We got the bearded lady here.
This is like, who would
You
do
can be
this?
across between the bearded lady and the 500-pound fucking man.
Who the?
Kind of hard problem or not fault.
No shit, dude. You just say you just pounded a
You
fucking
can literally see the
3-pound
food in his
sandwich
mouth.
in
Dude, that made me
fucking
sick,
3
dude.
minutes.
I would be done
It's got-
eating,
you
dude.
look like a fucking seagull,
I
bro.
couldn't do it.
Look at it, all
I
stores
couldn't
in
do
there.
it. I cannot be,
I mean,
I'm gonna be sick.
you're the
dude.
only I'm telling you, this guy's sick.
Who does this,
This
dude?
guy's sick.
Yeah, so
You disgusting slug. Look at that. The food in his goddamn mouth like a fucking gerbil or something. Jesus fucking Christ, you disgusting slug. God damn. Hey, folks. And Rich wonders why he don't got a lady.
Listen, I am fat. But I'm not rich fat. I still have a neck.
Listen, dude.
My wrist joint isn't like it's consumed by my arm fat.
Listen, man. Listen, we're not the most uppity people, but there's etiquette, dude. You don't eat like that. You don't talk with your mouth full. I mean, you chew your food, swallow, then talk. I mean, you are fucking just disgusting, dude. You could tell you had no raising. Zero raising at all,
He
dude.
just needs validation. He just needs it. Look.
Hey, Richard, who is the fucking family
You know,
member?
You just fired it.
Sometimes you have
You
to
hear
get that
that?
thick skin. You have to go in there and show them what's what. You know what I mean?
Jimmy, he just
You
fucking.
constantly
He
sit
just,
there and
he
take
just-
in.
listen. Listen as he said.
Rich, you will take it and you will like it, damn it.
Who's the family member that you stole all that money from, Rich? Who's the person that you
Well,
took
we'll
care
get
of? The
that.
reason you don't
Listen.
take care of people no more is you stole money from one of them. Who was it? I wish one of your sisters would get on here and tell us
Listen,
the whole
you
story.
can say whatever you want about Barry, because he is a horrible person. But I have yet to have one of Barry's neighbors reach out to me and talk about him. But Rich, I've had one of your neighbors comment, and it's in a comment section on one of my videos.
Oh, you mean actually on a video?
Yeah.
You don't mean like personally through email. You mean through right? Okay, yeah, right. I got you.
Comment sections, dog.
No, it's not. But you know what?
Right there.
Sometimes you have to get that thick skin. You have to go in there and show them what's what. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah?
Can't constantly sit there and take being stepped on by morons. You know?
Okay. You were a real tough guy. I mean,
Exactly, Dizzy.
you were
I'm
tough.
not going to a scrapyard.
Jeff, man, he looks like a fucking seagull. I'm not joking, man. I think that he's part seagull. I think mom or dad fucked a seagull, and that's how Rich came about.
A seagull, a turtle, and a slug all had a threesome, and this is what came out of it.
And now he's.
Y'all ever seen the movie Chucky? I'm sure a lot of you guys have, where he puts a soul in a doll. I think that was Rich, except he put a soul in Jabba the Hutt.
saying that you don't play with Hot Wheels.
You know, and like I said, now they're busting on Renegade because you know.
Oh, yeah.
No, I proved a point. Leave me
No.
the fuck alone.
No, he wanted to come out and talk shit. He wanted to call us a liar. We let that shit go because the man don't know what he's talking about, dude. My Carlos would not lie about it. He wouldn't tell me something that not be true. He's a fucking doctor. Why would he do that? So we let that shit go. You call us a liar, fine. So be it.
Now,
That's you're uneducated. You don't understand. That's fine.
now, what have he said? If he leaves him the fuck alone, like I said, I'll leave him the fuck alone.
But then to come out after that and be like, oh, if you would do this right, don't worry about what the fuck. I mean, we're
He
not.
supports me, doesn't have a problem with me.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, why in the hell would anybody support them?
Because you're
Because
a bad
you're
person.
trash. I'm not.
Exactly.
My character and my work and everything speaks for itself, Rich. And so does yours, except not in your favor.
I mean, look. If you want to be real about it,
Something wrong with
stop
the
for a
brain
minute. If
upstairs,
you want
yeah.
to be real about it, people, we are all better friends to Rich than anybody that's coddling this cocksucker, than anybody that's lying to him. At least we're honest with him. If these people was his friends, they would be honest with him.
Exactly.
Really. We're not perfect people at all. But
From fast
Well,
thing down the
you're
line, we've
pointing
all
out
tried
the
to
obvious.
help him, to be honest with him, to tell him the truth.
My blood
He
pressure's
can't handle
fine.
the truth.
yeah. Those same freedoms you were talking about, Rich, that you have and you want from this country are the same freedoms that I have and everybody in the chat. So for whatever anytime you come on, anything that goes for anyone, if you
Exactly, Jeff.
put yourself
My
out
stuff
there,
is here, so I gotta go, folks.
Oh.
I'll be back on in a couple of minutes, okay?
I'll be back on in a couple of minutes.
See?
He's lying, dude. He's already taking shit. Is what I'm asking. He's over there farting. Now he's over there taking shit.
Alright, let's go some more fucking rich content.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Rich220. And this is the final result of what the room is going to look like. I'm going through my tools now. And believe it or not,
Something that never came to
That's the
fruition.
cleanest part of his whole fucking
I
property
found a
right there, dude.
small fortune in air ratchets.
Yeah.
staple guns, and
Wow.
tire changers.
Woo.
Also, while going through my stuff, I bought a brand new paint gun, only to
Ooh.
find out I have 4 of them already.
We don't need no HVLP paint gun either. Woo.
How's that for crazy?
I know a pretty famous YouTuber that
And
don't
in
really
this
care for
bottom
him.
drawer, where I thought there was nothing but garbage,
To each
well,
their own.
heck,
You know, I mean,
there is a ton of sockets in there. Never knew they were there.
look all the leaves and shit, guys. That's how you treat your
Yep,
tools,
looks
folks.
like I got
Give
a lot
it.
more stuff than I thought I had.
Look,
Even the AA thing is here. This was on the back of the
AA
on the back of the
thing.
69.
Triple A. Okay.
I want to clean this up and put it on.
That would be
57.
triple A,
Look
not
at how
AA.
it looks. You probably can't read the
It's a
size almost of
badge.
the socket.
What's it got in here?
Look at this.
Pinto. Ha. What else it got? Uh-oh, VW. Now that's old.
Woo.
Of course, it ain't got no pins in it, but it'd be good
Look
for
at
a
them
wall
tool
hanger.
checks. Look at the rust and shit. That's just awesome, dude.
Yeah, so I'm going through these drawers and I'm getting rid of any nests that are in it. Probably going to wind up spraying these down or whatever. For
Ness.
Okay,
Yes.
guys, do you guys ever see him use that jack? I mean, he has a fairly decent jack there that
Well-
I've never seen him use. I mean,
Because it takes air and you don't know how to use it.
first. Heck, I even just found this just now. Can't believe this.
What do you find?
It's one of those metal trays, the magnetic ones.
Holy shit, you found that
Been on
dog.
the side of
Woo.
this toolbox for 9 years.
Damn, I'm shocked you couldn't get up to Chevy running with all the tools.
And then I found a whole bunch of stone discs. There's
Oh.
another one around here somewhere, I know that.
Yep, now you can fucking
And I found
grind
a
the
whole bunch of
fucking
old
galvanized
VW
coating off.
parts. Check this out.
Oh, we're gonna check something out.
When's the last time you seen that horn ring? Oh yeah, really?
Last time I went to a junkyard.
They still attached. Jesus. And then I'll move my coffee. I went through
see
this.
the little arbor press. That's probably he pressed them pins
There's a
in
whole
that way right
bunch
there.
of Volkswagen gaskets.
Holy
There's a
shit.
horn in here.
Hey Rich, we can tell you built that Volkswagen. You really did. You got some gaskets, man. And you probably need every single one of them to keep that fucker on the road.
I don't know what else is in here. I haven't gone all the way through it. Look like rings.
Exactly,
Yeah,
guns and
some
gears.
some kind. What's it got in here?
Yeah, them rings. I put them in. Did you look at the rest on them? Hell yeah, I've been using
I
rings.
think the last guy I got these parts from, I think he was like hoarding all of them because there's like weight.
He was hoarding them, but yet Rich don't have a Volkswagen, but he
No,
just does the
look,
gaskets.
You gonna talk about hoarding shit? He pulls out a bolt bin, a magnetic bolt tray that he's had on his cover for 9 years. You forgot about. We'll talk about hoarding.
Take a look there.
Hey, there's your clothesline, Rich.
Now we're looking at
No
stores,
idea,
folks.
folks. None at all.
Stores from the 60s.
If
That
I had
stores
to
probably
guess,
more than
I would
everything on
say-
sports.
So you know the metal clutch you put on the
Maybe
end of a
50,
sunriser, but that's not it. Some kind of clamp. Oh, there goes one of the nuts. No idea what it's for.
No
I
idea.
want to say exhaust because it looks like an exhaust fitting, but I don't know. In any event, it's brand new. It's still in the box. I got a bunch of parts in that box and a bunch of other parts all over the darn place that are like this. So, I don't know.
Folks, you rebuild a Volkswagen but don't know what that part's called or where it goes. But you rebuild a Volkswagen Beetle.
Hard to
That motherfucker
believe,
couldn't fit in the Volkswagen Beetle.
you know, when you're
That's what Jeff was saying. Jeff goes,
now
I would like to
ex-wife
see him get out of a Volkswagen Beetle.
doesn't allow you to do a lot of
I've
things
noticed
because
him
she
getting out
thinks
of a
that
Corvette,
she's
dude. That would be some funny.
If he ever
shit,
redid
dude.
himself getting out of a Corvette or a Volkswagen Beetle, I'd put a circus music behind it.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, I had a hard time getting out of that Corvette, dude, because it set so low and shit. I noticed him do
you
it.
know, you don't matter.
He'd have to roll
You
out
don't
on the
have time to
ground
take care of any of this.
and then try to get on hands and knees,
So.
and then pull himself up.
Let's see, I got 1, 2, there's at least 4 oil, or grease guns actually. Forgot about that. I got about 4 battery chargers.
Yeah, look what's sitting over there to the right of him.
A weight bench? I think I know, dude. I mean, pump it up.
Get to the chopper.
Like I said, get to the chopper.
Oh, and I also found all these fittings for the compressor. So, and they actually will work for the sandblast cabinet. So all I gotta do is hook that end up to a hose, and it's all set. The main thing was to get all this garbage cleared up first.
It looks
And of
clear,
course,
dog.
only moved it to the other side of the deck.
Look at that! Holy
Most of that's
shit!
wood, and then a couple of those Woodhaven racks. A table, a barbecue grill, and a bunch of boxes. That's about it. I think there's
Holy
exercise machines
fuck!
over there too, but that's garbage. I would never use that thing. So,
I hope that's
Sometime today, but I'm not gonna be
fiber
here.
boards on that fucking deck. Plastic shit.
the
If not,
50 is going
we're going in
to
boxes, dude. But he's not a
have
hoarder.
its
Did your
valves
boxes say applesauce?
sit here.
I think so.
So yeah, this is the only area of the 57 that I gotta work on.
Look
yet.
at that door! Look at that!
So I'm not
Holy
liking how it's
shit,
turned
dog!
out.
But you're a
I'd
body
like to look
man.
Better than that.
Woo!
So,
E!
God. Look at that paint, folks. He
And
proved
I'm
to everybody
gonna,
you can
you
do it
know,
around can.
make the seats
Woo!
better too. But since I had this covered up, there's no water in here, which I like. So I don't have to worry about it. Smells like that old car too.
Smells
Don't
like
smell
your upper lip.
Macy's or Macy's or any of that crap. But that's good. Got the generator over there. I got a strip of metal here. I don't know if that's metal or tin though. I think it's
Oh
tin.
my God.
Is
What?
it
Hold on.
metal or tin?
You can't make it
It's
up.
all metal. It's just different types of metal. You got
Can't
steel,
make it up.
you got tin, you got galvanized.
Make it up. You're an educated man, Rich. Educated man.
But yep.
Man, I swear this man's got an IQ of 0.
Once I get this thing going, then the rest of the stuff can be done. I'm going to redo the seats, the headliner. I've already done the door panels.
2 years ago,
And,
folks. 2 years ago.
I'm going to make a steel plate because this is what's missing up underneath.
Hold on a minute.
It
Rewind
goes
that.
right up
Rewind
against
that
the
just a hair.
firewall, not the firewall, the grill. See, we're up against the. I'm going to make a
A
steel
little bit more.
plate
Just a hair
because
more.
this is
I want
what's
to see a
missing.
jack stand.
Stuff can be done. I'm going to redo the seats, the headliner.
How
I've
are
already
you
done the
still
door
alive,
panels.
Rich?
No.
And
How in the
No.
fuck are you still alive,
Holy
brother?
shit.
You have jack stands literally in the middle of the car with the business end of the car means the more weight on the other side of the
He
jack
just
stand.
stand a
you go
giant
back up.
fucking teeter-totter.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make it up. How are you still alive, brother? I mean, I'm confused, man. I mean, wow. Wow, man. I mean, you got a jack stand underneath the front of it? Maybe you got something underneath the front of it, the whole front of it. I mean,
I'm going to make a steel plate because this is what's missing up underneath.
is there a jack stand underneath
No.
It
there?
goes right up against the firewall, not the firewall, the grill. See,
You've
we're
seen
up
that,
against
right?
the.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The
He's
bumper
got
or
jack
whatever.
stands
There's supposed to
right
be a
behind
metal
the
plate
fucking
in there.
doors.
Behind, yeah.
Behind the
But
front
I took
doors
one of
and
those
right
out, too.
before the rear doors.
All right.
But I could take the one from the other side and cut out a template and, just do a reversal. That's all. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to be. Either I'll do a reversal. You just flip it over. That's all. Yeah, one goes one way like this, and the other one goes this way like this. So,
And
No
you
big
go
deal.
both ways like this.
but yeah,
You
she's
need
gonna
to
she's
drill
gonna be a
this.
while before she's done. That's why I wanted to get the clean sink and everything else
well-
adjusted because there's the other fourth disc. It's on my DeWalt. So I want to get those heads off and I want to clean them, get the keepers off, and all that other stuff. And then hopefully this time she won't have no problem starting.
Wah, wah, wah.
And I won't have to lose my mind trying to get it to start.
That shit does sell back in the 90s, I think.
And I laid this out on the ground thinking it might have been long enough, but I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking it might not be. So I might have to get another sheet from the bus company I used to work for, in order to make another one.
You know what's fucked up, guys? I mean, if you really want to be serious for 5 seconds, he had a car right there, dude, that ran, and according to him, drove, that just needed some brake work and a training line fix. That he could have had a classic
So I
car
think it's
running
like
around.
4x12 or something like that, or 4x8.
Do not,
And
do not, and I repeat, do not put galvanized sheet metal in your car. Do not try welding galvanized. Do not grind galvanized. That's not what it's fucking designed to be used for and done to. Do not grind the coating of galvanized off of the metal. Do not do it. Just don't do it.
He's so lazy, dude. He probably left that shit on there until it faded off.
we're at a standstill with this one right now because, you know, I'm awaiting the valves to show up. And if they do, that'll be great. You know, because then I can start working on the 57. And even though the school started back up and I'm doing the runs, I have more energy than I did in the summertime because you know why? It's cooled off. Yeah, I even split some wood. So
That'll heat for like maybe an hour.
I still haven't figured out a place for all those bikes though. There's 17 of them there. Well, 17 with one that's in a trailer, but I'm not letting that out. And then I gotta do some work on the trailer too. So I might save this piece for
But he's not a hoarder, folks.
and the air conditioning unit on the trailer because I think it's big enough. And then, you know, I got to rip that roof off in here. And you know, it's got steel already up there, as you can see. That's galvanized steel up there.
Oh, geez.
But it's not formed all the way, and it's not in all the way. So I got to have that
That's
fixed.
not how you fix a roof
No,
leak on a
don't do
fucking
it like
RV.
that, dude.
Unless you want it to turn into a giant kite on the fucking highway and fly off.
Jesus Christ.
You can get before the winter time comes. Put the water off of this. Had a nice little rainstorm last night,
All purpose.
and well, these things are in plastic packages, so if they fall out of the box, it's no big deal. They're only multi-purpose wipes anyway. I sit there and wash my car down with them. That's how many there are. Well, anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it for me for today. You know, I'm still looking for, what is it, the runner board piece for underneath?
The runner board piece.
And maybe new runner boards.
Runner board, huh?
So if you want
You
to
mean
contribute.
rocker panels? Because you have an inner and an outer rocker there, just saying.
Okay, folks, this is Rich 220. This is the other side, the passenger side. Well, the Bondo is off. Only thing that's left is a powder coat of residue coming off from the grinder. So this side's
Powder
not as
coat,
bad as the
guys.
other side. Like I said, that galvanized steel will come in pretty darn handy. I think, you know, I can cut all that rod out of there and put some galvanized on there, and it'll
I'll
never
put my
rot
life
again.
on it. You couldn't get that contour right.
At least
if you
not
like
the piece that I put.
Oh my god, you guys! I feel like so much stupider after watching this shit. I'll put galvanized on it and it'll never rust again, even though it's gonna have a fucking seam. It's gonna be pop riveted to the existing metal. Oh, you stupid fucker! Jesus, you're stupid.
Gone. But it's going to go just below the Delta 88. And if you can see right on the end there, close to the wheel well, there's like a white powder patch.
No,
It's right about
nobody
here.
in their right fucking mind would go all the way up that Delta 88 line to do a patch panel on that. No need.
You would try to stay below the body line. if you
Exactly. You would just cut out where the rot is bad at and go from the good metal and go from there.
can. And what are you going to do about the trunk drop off, Rich? I mean, ain't the trunk drop off on it too?
Okay. I'm going to put the metal up to about there, going straight across.
Alright,
But I
Disney,
got to
have a
measure
good
it
one,
out.
buddy.
And then, of course, I got to bend it because, you know, you got the undercarriage. And that has to be formed. And then, you know, the wheel well has to be formed as well. And then back here, around near the bumper, even though the metal's back there behind it, you still got to form it to flush it in.
fucking
fit it
dumb as
in.
shit, dude. You could cut that
So that's
patch
what
out
I'm
and
gonna
put
do.
another patch in. That's all you could do.
And I'm just keeping you up to date because I don't think you guys want to sit there and watch me wire wheel Bondo off a car for 3
Will
hours.
Bondo.
So,
Yeah,
that's why I'm doing it this way.
I
Plus
hope
the
you did all
cussing
that
and everything
respirator,
else,
too.
nobody wants to hear
might help
that.
things along a little bit.
So, in any event, as you can see, both sides are done. There is no Bondo left on the quarter of this thing. Now, whatever's on the top, that's different. I'm going to try and smoothen out some of the gouges that I put in it a while back. Like right here, because I can still feel that. These aren't too bad. Neither is that.
That car was
But
pretty
some of the
rough.
blob areas, like here, all this has all got to be straightened out and flattened out before I can continue on, I'm majorly concerned with the car right now, the outside, because I know what has to be done as far as the end.
I don't buy Rich's story on how he came to have this car.
I was thinking about that. It probably.
He hustled her out of
Yeah.
it, probably.
I mean, without a doubt, dude.
Engine goes, and the only thing it is it's an external transmission coolant line. That's it. That's all it needs.
But that's only cool.
So that's the short for today. That's going to do it for me. This is the third time in one day I posted a video, and I should have saved it for the next 3 days, but I don't like waiting that long. I like everybody to know what I'm doing, so that way they can see how it's going. All right, folks. Oh yeah, and Buck said, "Let's see your taillights." Okay, Buck. Give me a second. There you go, Buck. There's my taillights. All right, we'll see y'all later. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And that's another thing. He sent that car to the fucking scrapyard instead of parking out. He would have made more money selling the console instead of it.
Hello, everyone. It's Rich
He's
220.
so stupid. He could
I
have
told you I'd bring you back and keep you up to date on how things went with this quarter end over here. I have to do the same to the other. But as you can see,
Look at the drop
the
off.
formation of the actual bodywork is still there. So I'm going to measure this all out, okay, on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and clear some of this rust out of here, cut it, get it.
Dad, do you want to explain how a quarter panel works for the people that don't know?
On most cars, guys, your quarter panel hooks to something called a trunk drop off at the bottom back there. Your trunk comes over so far and the trunk drop off goes down, and your quarter panel hooks it, and that's what sturdies it all up. I mean, you can see clean through that motherfucker. I mean, there's no drop off.
All out of there.
So you can do everything you want to the
I'll
outside,
probably
but you
pop
don't have
rivet
the drop
about
off right.
up here, because that seems to be where the metal is. There's no more Bondo. It's all gone.
Oh, Richie, you're live!
So yeah, we leave you in the dark on the engine. Doesn't matter if I get it from that person or somebody else. Okay. Let's see. You call me a lolcow map, dude. As far as cow is concerned, did you look at yourself?
Again, you fat piece of shit. Lolcow has nothing to do with weight. I know we're old, and it took me a little while to get
I'm
it
in the
too.
training one.
But lolcow has nothing to do
So
with
how
your
big are
weight.
you now?
Nobody's gonna mistake you for
400?
taking low calories in, bud.
How often do you shower?
Never,
Once a month?
ever.
This is so great, you guys.
And how about
Ever.
that car of yours? The one that you put out with water. You got lucky that day.
How
You
did
were such a fucktard. Oh my
Hold
god.
on, stop it, you fat
ABC.
fuck. How did we get lucky? How did I get lucky? You either have a fire
The
extinguisher
water
handy
makes
or you
the
don't.
grease splatter.
Grease?
Grease!
We're not in the kitchen cooking,
Hey,
asshole.
Dennis, what's up?
You're so stupid.
It was an electrical fire. This dude's such a stupid fat fuck.
It wasn't even an electrical fire. It was just plastic burning. I mean,
What'd you work on today, bud? Anything new?
your mama.
Y'all see this good shit.
Supposed to use the fire extinguisher. Well, but I went and grabbed the only one we had and it didn't pop off.
I'll make you a promise that burnt car is about to be on the road in your 57 Chevy.
In fact,
ain't.
I'll go out here and start that car for you here in a minute. Something yours won't do.
Oh, really? Too hot?
He was gonna come into my lobby though and tell me
Oh,
how it
okay.
was though.
I did that the other day, but now I gotta clean. Good. Or you need a break.
And hey, buddy, if you're
Got
gonna
lucky there. Dude, I put out all kinds of car fires with water.
look
What are
what
you talking-
the title.
I mean,
Look what the title of the live stream is.
about a lolcow map Austin.
Look how I spell my name. He is so illiterate he can't even spell my name right.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And what about Jack? You forgot me, bud. What the fuck?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Rich, don't you love how when you're talking about us, your chat tries to get you onto
What
something
happened? Your
else?
old phone was giving you a problem.
I don't hear anybody else in your live chat chiming in about us, bud. I
Nope.
mean, got lucky there. I get lucky all the time, bud. What about you?
And again, that Charger's going to be on the road before your 57 Chevy ever was. I did what you couldn't do in a month.
Listen. That Charger will be on the road, and that Suburban will be on the road, and probably Bobby's truck before fucking that car will ever even have an engine that starts.
I think you're just mad that both of my communities on both of my channels are so much more bigger than yours.
Yeah, did you know it had a defect of a door handle missing?
Kind of like your fucking Pelican.
I have the repops, and let me tell you something. I think the repop.
Did you all notice how Rich didn't... He's been watching our live probably for fucking the past 69 minutes, right? He don't come in, right? And when he does his live and he starts talking about my weight and everything. Not the points I'm making in said live. My looks, which is okay. I'm fat. But again, I still have a neck and a wrist. You don't, Pelican.
Right. And yeah, nobody here takes baths. Dude,
Not
baths
from the
are...
original castings.
Demon lives in a bathtub. We don't
Because-
get in a bathtub with demons.
Fine, I won't.
But he's going to put us in our place, you guys. I think we're going to go live until this fucker goes offline. Wow, this is entertaining as fuck. What all is on that table? Can you all make out what's on that table?
Why is Elvis look like a fucking demon for? Especially one in the white. I mean, you
Yeah,
got
they
black
said
eyes.
it's supposed to be repops. But here's the case. This is one right here. Okay? Now, I'm going to go later and take a picture of the door handle. It's like, the only thing that's there is the little part of the button.
Oh, hang on,
That's it. Not the door handle.
hang on. You bragged about having red lines, but yet the big bad Hot Wheels collector only has repop red lines.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He
Not
said,
originals,
he said that
repops.
before though. He
Handle
said
itself, it's gone.
That aren't worth what original red lines would be worth.
So, they're the original castings from 50 years ago. And they still have the Spectral Flame paint.
Spectro Flame paint. You got Spectral Flame on your butt cheeks. Wow, Rich. None of your
winning
chat
thing
is
on the
saying
back.
that I'm a loser. I'm
Well, that's
wrong.
the other one saying.
Wow,
"Winning."
look at this.
Sounds so stupid.
Hey!
Using material from Charlie Sheen. So I have two of
They
those.
Hey.
used material from your mama.
And both of them
Hey,
are
Rich
missing the
said-
door handles.
We just
When
wanna
your mama
fit in like
said
you.
you was a loser, low life. That's what low cow basically means, bud. Same thing your mama told you your whole life is what a low cow is basically calling
They look
you.
just like the original wrapping, don't they look?
Again, he's too fucking stupid to learn how to read.
Didn't have that 50 on there, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, you would because all Hot Wheels have numbers,
So-
right?
So at lolcow, you guys,
So I have a lot of the old,
a person who
ones
thinks
that are
they are
reprops. I have some
in
that
a
are
better
originals.
position or
But
social rank
they're all on
in a
cards.
group
I don't take the market
than they
price.
actually are,
Unlike kids
Due
today,
to-
I know what the values of them are.
due
You know?
to sketched views
Yeah.
of the world around them,
If
and
Mom-
unaware that they are seen in a bad light
just got
as
done
nothing
watching,
but a
another
tool to
48
get
hours.
a
It's a good
small
movie.
amount of enjoyment from.
Yesterday I was
Lolcows
watching 3
believe that
movies. I watched
they laugh
Roadhouse,
along with a group.
Waterboy,
when
and
really they are
48
laughed
Hours
at.
#1.
It's
Just
the
bought a whole bunch of
definition, dude. He
DVDs
is
for
it
myself to
to
watch,
the
you know?
T, dude.
And they're all new. None of them are used.
Hell no.
So, you know, how can you go wrong?
I mean, yeah, if
$4 for a brand new DVD?
if Walmart only
It's
wants
in the
fucking
original,
$2 for Hot
cover and
Wheels,
all
it's
that.
gotta be worth some money.
Can't go wrong with that.
If you get a Walmart for $2, that shit ought to sell on eBay for a whole 50 cents. I mean,
Get him, brother. I'm confused on where he got grease fire at.
listen,
Yeah.
guys. He's.
See,
If
the
you're
thing is, I
having, let's
have
say
all
you're
his
cooking
other
on the
movies. I
stove
have,
and the grease catches
there was
fire,
the
yes,
51st
you would
Dates,
never
I've
throw
got,
water on it. You would throw flour on it, sugar, something like that.
Big Daddy, I got all that stuff, you know.
He's
What I'm
talking about
saying.
a grease fire like
But
in
for
your
some
kitchen,
reason, it
dude.
escapes me. I thought I had that movie.
Or look, if your
And
gas
I
tank was
looked in
leaking
my
and the
collection
fire
and I
was
don't
going
have
everywhere,
it, you know.
you wouldn't want to throw gas on the motherfucker in your
What
on
I
fire.
need to do,
You
what
wouldn't
I
want to
should
throw
do is
water
make
on
a
a gas
logbook of
fire.
everything I have.
You wouldn't. I mean, because it's just gonna
You
spray.
know, because I have
That's
brand
not what
new
that was. It didn't have an engine in it. I mean, that was the fucking
write-in books. Yeah,
wiring
what do
caught
you call it?
fire in the car because the firewall got too hot.
The books you write
And
things
look
in.
at my car compared to yours, dog. Like, look at the shape of it. 10 times better shape. And it's been dormant since 2010.
Used water, got lucky there. No,
Yeah, I can watch that too, but you know, the thing is
You don't think I would have used the fire extinguisher if I had one handy?
the
Didn't have
cable
one
that I
handy.
have is standard. It's not, you know, it's not like some extraordinary, you know, channels or anything like that. And I like to watch some of the things that I haven't seen in a long time, so that's why I buy the things that I do, like Lost in Space. I have that.
Ooh!
It's a TV sitcom.
Star Trek.
It's not.
And then I have Little House on the Prairie. I got Taxi,
Lost in Space is a
Charlie's
sitcom.
Angels, Bosom Buddies. Can't remember what the other one is. Can't see it from here either. So I'll have a lot of things that I can watch if I get bored, you know.
Motherfucker don't have Wi-Fi or nothing, does he? I mean, he don't have like Hulu or Netflix or nothing like that. He probably don't have a credit card to use to do none of that shit with.
Lost in Space is a fucking drama, you stupid
This thing
fucker.
is on all day,
It'll be
all
fantasy,
night.
if nothing else. It'll be
It's like they ought to just run a channel just with this on it.
whatever.
Yeah.
fucking
The original Lost in Space from 1965, it just says it's sci-fi.
Sci-fi. There you go. That's
The new one from 2013 is a drama. I'm waiting to be told off. Because if you count what you did at the beginning of this telling me off, then you're fucking delusional.
And in that video, you was watching us, that live Jeff was doing, I think it was Jeff was doing. It sounded like he was watching our shit.
I think he's got all of us blocked.
Oh,
Well, we don't
okay.
block him. It just proves that who's the bigger bitch in the world. When our opinions matter.
Because you can't handle the truth.
Did he go offline?
What happened, folks? Where'd you go, bitchy bitch? Jabba the slut? Where'd you go?
Come on, Bubba.
I think if you don't come back on in a few minutes, what's happened is he's realized that we're doing a live to his live, and he don't like that shit. It pissed him off, so he just shut his shit down. See what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but if he don't come back, that's what's happened. He realized that we're doing a live to his live, and he wasn't having it. He didn't like it. Oh, is he back?
No, I rewound it. Trying to figure out what went wrong. Nope. think that we're in the dark, you guys.
Oh, you showed us, Rich. You showed us, Richie Rich. Come on, Jabba the slut. Get your ass back on here. Because you got lucky. You got lucky. No, I'll tell you what, I do get lucky. I got lucky I cut my fingers off and didn't bleed to death. I mean, I get pretty lucky, bud. I wholeheartedly admit that shit. I got lucky it didn't burn the whole
Where
house
did
and
he?
the fucking
Where,
garage.
somebody comments, where did he go? I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
I think if we're not doing nothing, dude, whenever Rich goes live, we should jump on here and
So
live
yeah,
his live.
we leave you in the dark
Because
on
if it's
the,
gonna bother him like
the
that, then
engine.
we could fuck with him hard.
doesn't matter if I get it from that person or somebody else. Okay, let's see.
But Rich, I proved you wrong, you fucktard.
That's what I mean. Why can't you just come out and own it and be like, well, I didn't
You
realize
call
that they had
me
until he
a
said it.
lolcow map.
Never once have I called you a map.
Right.
But I have called you a lolcow, and that has nothing to do
Hold
with
on.
weight, you stupid fucker.
You calling you a map? No, I've never
Dude, as
said.
far
I
as
never said
Cal
for
is
sure Rich is a
concerned,
map.
did
You
you
are
look at
suspicious as
yourself?
fuck. You give me the
See how big you are?
EBGBs. In my
You got
opinion,
bigger
you probably
man
do like
boobs
young
than I
girls and
do.
kids. That's my opinion.
Hey, Rich, buddy, let's do this. You sound bigger, man. I will gladly show my chest
Yeah.
if you'll show yours.
Hey, yeah, let's do the shirtless thing, dude. Let's have a fucking wet t-shirt contest for fat fucks like us.
Let's do this shit, bro.
I mean, because you're right. Austin's got boobs. He's got little
But
lady
you
ones.
got
You got
triple
full-blown
Ds.
titties. You got porn star titties, bud.
You're a size C cup. I'm in the training one.
That's fat.
So how big are you now? 400? How?
Hey, Rich, I'm big enough that your fucking ex-wife loves it.
I mean, let's step on some
Oh, and
scales,
how
man.
often do you shower?
Never, ever,
Once a
ever.
month?
I mean,
And how
never.
about that?
Wow, Rich. Oh my God, buddy. You said that I'm fat and I stink. Oh my God, it's like you're so original. Holy shit. I'm gonna go cry to myself to sleep. Oh my God. But guess what? What does that have to do with my character and me being a stolen valor fucking loser? Oh wait, that's you. Ah.
That car of yours. You know, the one that you put out with water. You got lucky that day. You're supposed to use a fire extinguisher, idiot. ABC.
It's coming from a fake firefighter. We should believe him.
The water makes the grease splatter.
Water makes the grease splatter. So there's grease on electrical wires inside of a car. So the water made the electrical wires spread like a grease on a grease fire on a stove. Holy fuck, Rich. It's almost like you didn't watch the video and comprehend what actually happened. Huh. Wow, who's the bigger idiot here?
I mean, I'm literally standing in where the engine goes. I mean, this dude's talking about a house fire.
Hey, Dennis, what's up?
Gotta love it.
There. But I gotta figure out what to do with it. They're like, hey, well,
He's
all
back.
something. A quarter.
He's back. Let's get back on it. Is this him?
Yep.
Back live?
The water
That's
makes
cool.
the
I got
grease
like a week
spread.
off. Should chill out.
So the
relax.
water makes the grease electrical fire spread.
Cooled off a bit today, so maybe I can go tomorrow. What it did today was rain.
Hey, Rich,
So-
you want to hear something fucking funny? Another thing you'll never see me doing is creating a giant fucking teeter-totter out of my car and then getting underneath of it.
So maybe tomorrow I can go and work on the car.
Please do.
There you go. We need something to laugh at.
Yeah, we should believe him, dude.
Huh?
We should believe him.
Should believe him.
Yeah.
Well, is that there's
Oh,
something
yeah,
there
you're a
with, like,
firefighter.
marbles
You're not an
inside
actual born
ice
liar.
cubes.
Hell no. You ain't been caught in 30 fucking lies.
Storyteller.
Emotional vampire is what he is.
What's the matter, Rich? You can't come tell me off in my own live stream like you did Jeff, supposedly, which we know you
Okay.
didn't?
That was weird.
That was weird. My name's Rich and I suck cock. I love it when them big balls slap against my chin.
My name's Richard Fuller. My mom and dad never loved me. That's why I turned into this fat piece of shit that I am.
Mommy and daddy never gave me attention, so that's why I gotta make up lies.
I put my family through hell.
Ugh.
Hell no, the ex-wife took him from him. Wow, Rich, it's like so many people in your life are going after me. Oh my God.
So what are you doing today? Renegade tools or cars or house repair or what?
Yeah, he does that when he gets scared. He puffs up. It's a defense mechanism.
Problem is my audio on my phone isn't very loud, so I really can't hear anything, you know? Even in somebody's video. So I try and decipher what it is, you know, that I'm looking at. Plus
Looking
there's
at or
cracks all over the screen.
Get this, you guys. He's doing his own live, but he needs to hear, I guess, his own self talk in his live. Hey, Jeff, didn't you know, man, I'm fatter than Rich?
Who won't go live?
You are. So what? Considering you're 6'4", and Rich weighs just as much as you do at 5 foot. I mean, but go figure that.
Right?
I mean, Rich weighs just as much as you do, but you are 6'4". He's 5'2".
And last one was like 260 pounds.
Yeah, he weighs more than you. I mean, you was about 8 months ago when you got doctor. You was about almost 300, and then you've lost a bunch of weight. So, but he's pushing every bit of 260 himself.
And, hey,
But he's
Rich,
5
I
foot tall.
seriously want to thank you, man. I do want to thank you, and this is me being honest and true. Thank you for doing that live where you couldn't breathe cooking dinner. That gave me a whole new look on life. Seriously,
motivated him.
I'm not making a joke. I am dead fucking serious. That right there was like, I need to cut back on my eating late at night and everything. I do not want to end up like this man.
And it's not that. Listen, this is facts, dude. It's not that the dude eats all the time because we don't have that kind of food to eat all the time. It's that he takes the meds at night, and then he takes the meds at night, and it's like getting the munchies, and it's him eating at 3 in the morning and going straight to bed is what I put weight on this thing.
Bunch of ducks getting off a train.
Word. You're on a train?
And a dog. Like a CNI dog.
It pains me. Like, unless I'm on live stream, it pains me to sit on my ass.
Here, Rich, shut up, neat. Open your mouth.
Wow.
Ah, there we go. Hold on. His teeth rotted out, dog. They said he's a crackhead. He smoked crack and shit. He was a bad
Look at this New
crackhead.
York.
Went to up his mouth.
Bunch of rats all over the street.
He was talking about everybody else with his teeth rotting out
That's
of his head.
disgusting.
His front teeth are all black.
Yeah, that
Exactly,
whatever he's
Gunny.
got in his head. But following him.
Hold on a minute. Did he go shave? Because in this earlier life, did he have a bushy mustache?
But he still got it. It's just his folds are covering it up.
No, I got you.
I want to see if there's something else on, because this is like boring. This has been on all day and all night.
Damn, dog. It must suck to suck, Rich. I mean, 10 people in your live and only 4
Fresh
likes.
Prince of Bel Air, that's good.
And 1 dislike. I want to know why he won't come in the live stream chat and fucking tell me off. Like,
Come on, you went to Marcos and pushed him around, which I don't believe for 5 fucking
He
seconds.
didn't do that shit. He fucking internet
You probably
keyboard warrior.
He probably went in there, mouthed off, then got out.
I don't think what else I can buy as far as movies go.
My question to you, Rich, is why do you have to buy movies? Supposedly at your other house you had 800 some DVD collection. So why are you buying more movies? I mean, not that it's any of my business, but I'm just calling you out for more
Well,
lives.
there's another thing.
You probably never
I
had
got the
800
whole,
DVDs.
Collection of Fat Albert. You know, Cosby kids. I know Cosby is not a good name, but, you know, that was stuff from before he went and did what he did.
You're
No!
retarded.
No!
You're retarded, dude. And I can prove it. Listen, man, he was raping people in the 70s, dude. There was people that had come forward that the statute of limitations had ran out on. I mean,
Even found Maud on DVD, you know, one of the Golden Girls. Found that sitcom too. I don't even think I bought that. Looking at the DVD things that I have, I'm like, I know I bought.
he ain't saying Blu-ray, he's saying
Lost in Space.
DVD. Hey, Rich,
You know,
VHS
that's the
tapes are
Danger
cheaper.
Will Robinson, but I didn't think I bought My Favorite Martian.
Listen, you fucking dweeb.
Yes, I did.
Look. You like to say Cosby didn't rape anybody, right? Read, you fucking dweeb. Over 60 women.
Dating back to when?
To the mid-60s.
That's what I said. I mean, you're such a piece of shit. But you're cool with the hard R, I promise you are. I promise you are. I mean, like I said, my opinion, I don't have any facts to back it up besides the vibe you put off and the way you talk about SA. The way you talk about pedophilia makes you suspicious as fuck, in my opinion. No, that's a fact, actually. The way you talk about it makes you suspicious. In my opinion,
There's
you
no
probably got some
proof.
kitty porn laying around or someplace. I don't doubt it, though. Maybe not child, but young girl, teenage girl, post-puberty girls, I promise. You and Barry probably just liking that. That's my opinion. I have no proof to prove it, but... Now, with Barry, I have all the proof in the world. But with you, I just have your words.
Dude,
the way
his
you talk
chat,
about it.
dude. His chat, dude, literally stopped. People stopped just talking.
My best friend, Mod. Why is that stuck in my head? Is that a
Oh
song?
boy. I guess I'll bring you guys with me so I can go and get my coffee or get it heated up.
You gonna go take him a shit?
Exactly, David. He just defended Cosby. He needs to go right in the wood chipper
He
with the
just
rest of
defended
them.
Barry Beamer the other day. He's like, the only thing I don't like about the guy is got 95 cars that should be fixed, put back on the road. The other stuff is all just, I don't know. I mean, I don't believe it. I mean, so you defended Barry Beamer the other day. I mean, when it's right there in black and white, you can't say it's not true when it's right there in hard copy.
Hey, Rich, if I'm so fucking fat, can you put up a recent video where I'm breathing like that?
Hold on. I guarantee he can get his ass up off the couch and walk to the fucking truck without being, oh God.
It'll be a little while before it gets
You know what
warmed
you
up.
sound like when you walk, man?
And a
You
couple
sound like a
of
Harley with a
cars I
foul
used to
plug.
do.
Almost
69 Chevelle, Ford, 70 Chevy, and 70 Chevelle. Just a couple old toys, and a journey picture, and another journey
Picture of
picture.
journey. Your life's sure
And of
been a
course, we have
journey.
a lot of the Yellow Submarine figurines.
All nicotined up.
Right. That's my point. Like his collectibles you talk about his other house, they're all nicotine stained up. It's like Vic, she had a bunch of plates that were money, but they're all nicotine stained up. I mean, it's worth
And I am so tired of
least
that box
half.
getting in my way.
the value. I mean, it loses at least half the value. I mean,
Because you guys seen how them yellow submarine figures had like the clear was
Well,
all
they
these
say some of
all
the
this
pills
color
that
on them.
people take for the problems that we have, Renegade, can cause death.
then you
And
should
I
do
can't
3
look
times
at
of it.
I'm gonna look over here.
What? One less lolcow drawing breath on this planet will make it a better place.
He's not even
Looking at
smart
that
enough
yesterday on
to go on my community page and look at what lolcow is.
Facebook. There's a list.
It's on Facebook. Y'all can fucking believe it.
So in other words, don't go outside in the very hot heat where there's low oxygen levels, you know?
What? Hold on.
Or
Look,
if the humidity
look.
is high.
Let's explain something, Rich. Unlike you, you fat piece of shit, people like me don't have a choice but to go out and work this shit. I spend hours upon hours upon hours in a hot fucking box sauna pole barn with no air. And I'm pushing 50 years old, and I have had a heart attack. I do have a stent. I do have a failing liver. I do have health issues. I am a diabetic. And me and there's 100 million other Americans that go out every day in this shit and do what they have to do. It's people like you that makes other fat people look bad. People like you make other people want to loop all fat people into being lazy pieces of shit that don't want to pull their weight. Brother, I seen a dude that was 3 times, it would be me, you, and Austin all put together a year ago. This man was in Burger King slinging drywall mud on the ceiling.
Hey, Bruce.
He had to weigh every bit of 700 pounds, but this man was working his ass
I
off.
went over to the senior center for the first time. In about a week, found out one of the guys in there died. He was really heavy, and he
Are
had
you next?
swelling in his legs.
Are you next? Please say you're next.
But he had a lot more problems than I do.
That's not possible, dude. You have cancer, you have fucking hyperglycemia. I mean, that you've had for 5 years, it's not been treated or diagnosed, it ain't diabetes. I mean,
I think Rich is just mad that I take his lives and his videos and make them more entertaining.
look at his eyes right now. He's about ready to fall asleep or something because he just.
He looks like fucking Sid from fucking Ice Age. Look how far apart his eyes are. This is what happens when Sid from Ice Age fucking gains 500 pounds.
Let me help you, Rich. Now eat it. Eat it. There you go. That's a good burger, ain't it? Come here. Let me get you another good burger. Hold on. Oh. Open up. Open up. There you go.
Yeah, his hyperglycemia is probably acting up.
I don't have anything really to talk about. I really don't want to talk about these idiots.
I really don't want to talk about these Indians. I'm tired of their crap.
This puts a mental drain on me.
That's a mental drain on me.
That's because you got a low IQ.
See, we're your whole life. He just admitted he has nothing to talk about. Let's talk about us.
Right.
Winning.
When are you getting a new engine for the 57? Somebody wants to know, Rich.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Pay attention to your chat, fuckface.
A dubba dubba dooba dubba doo. He can barely hold his eyes open, dude. He's about to go into diabetic coma. Look at that shit.
Mess.
If I sing you a lullaby, will you pass out, Rich?
He's a liar. He's stolen valor. He's every bad thing that you would fucking find in one person.
Because, yeah.
When I get saved up enough money, David, I can't get it like right off the bat like that, you know?
When I save up
Plus, I
enough
have to
money.
have some way to have it delivered over there. Then I got to get an engine stand, not an engine stand, an engine hoist,
You know what I hear?
in order to get it
Excuse.
in. You know what I mean?
After excuse.
I'm not
after
even sure if I know how to do all
After
that.
excuse.
I'm not
Like I
even sure
said,
if I
I
know how
never
to do
said I
all
was a
that.
mechanic, you know?
I never said I was a mechanic.
You're mechanically inclined. It's a game of memory. Swapping an engine, you guys, isn't as hard as everybody makes it out to be. It's literally just a game of memory. You remember where all pieces go, you can put it back together. That's what basic mechanics is. Really, it's just a game of memory. If you can remember where parts and pieces go, you can put it back together.
Especially on older shit. They don't have a bunch of sensors and shit. I mean, you got a carburetor and a distributor, dude. I mean, it's pretty simple. Now you get into the newer shit. It's still the same, but it's kind of
Exactly.
Not,
I thought he had 70K too.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it now, but I mean, it's going to be a while before I actually purchase it.
I'm getting it now, but it's gonna be a while before.
Well, you know the deal. You know the deal with these idiots. They just keep on pressing on.
How do you do? How does that work? You're getting it right
so they have
now,
no
but
idea
you're
what
not
they're
buying
talking
it for a little while.
Nope.
You know,
Had no
me
idea what
being
I'm
a
up.
LOL, no, a lolcow map, racist,
Racist,
wife
100%.
beater.
100%.
What else am I?
Fact.
Uh,
Stone Valor.
oh, now
Stone Valor.
I'm an ex-firefighter who is a valor stealer. In other words, I was a firefighter in the 90s.
No, you
know,
wasn't.
when I was young.
No, you wasn't.
And we didn't have any idea what valor was back then.
You are so
Not the
stupid.
fire department. I never even heard of it.
You are so stupid. Valor has
So,
nothing to do with the
If
fire
they have
department,
any
police
knowledge
station.
on
Has nothing to
it,
do
so
with that.
be it for me, because I don't know nothing about it.
You guys heard it right here.
Me being a racist? No. Me being a wife beater? No.
Yep.
Let's see. Me.
Claiming to be a firefighter and not being Stone Valor.
I don't know who I would be stalking if I broke a restraining order, because I didn't have anybody that had a restraining order against me.
Thought you was gonna go without talking about us.
Right?
DUI? No, because I don't drink.
Liar. Got proof of that?
Let's see.
Got proof of that.
Driving while under suspension? No.
Bullshit.
Never had that. You know, so it's like these people don't make any sense. Yeah, and for one thing's for sure, I never had that car catch fire on me. The engine.
Oh my God.
Derek from Vice Grip Garage has. Morsky Repair has. What's that other guy's name? Fabrication shop again.
Well, we're right on par with the big ones, ain't we?
Right?
They all had their engines catch fire. Morsky had one catch fire while it was out of the car. And now these guys.
It wasn't the engine that caught fire, you stupid fucker. That's what I mean. You're talking about shit you know nothing about.
Right, the car didn't got an engine in it.
Have had theirs catch fire too. It was a 73 Charger.
74.
And
74
they put it out
rally.
with water. They got damn lucky.
You're
Because
retarded, dude.
usually the water makes the grease splatter. And
Grease,
spread.
splatter, and spread.
And that Charger,
Where
and
the
that frickin', you know,
Where's the grease, Rich?
garage that they had that car in would have caught fire very
You
easily.
don't even know what he's talking about.
You
You
don't
can
know,
let
but
me
I'm
see
knocking
the
you
engine
now,
wasn't
too,
in the
David.
car.
Hold on,
Because
stop.
you know,
Even if the engine's in the
You,
car,
su- you know, you,
how
you
the fuck
support
is
me, you
water
follow
gonna
me,
make
or
grease
whatever it
spread?
is. So now they're making fun of you. You know?
Oh, come on, Renegade.
They're
Say
just a
some
bunch of
shit.
idiots. That's
Say
all
some
there is
shit,
to it.
dog. Come on. I gave you a
They've got
chance. Say
nothing
some
better to
shit.
do with their feeble minds upstairs.
Say
And
some
that's all
shit,
it
dog.
is.
I do this, dude.
But I get a little dose of it, and then I turn around and I give it right back to them because they're talking out of their ass.
Yeah. Everything I ever said can be
They don't
proven.
make any sense, you know.
Nope.
Is there any YouTubers that out Stolen Valor firefighters, like bigger YouTubers
I don't
that we
know.
can contact?
Exactly. You don't even know what the fuck. Like, if you watched
Right.
the video, you'd plainly see that.
Hold on.
it
Or
was-
even grease if you got grease,
Listen to his
you know, from the
live.
engine block or something like that, or even oil. You know, you can't use water for that. You're supposed to use an ABC fire extinguisher.
You're retarded, dude. You see motherfucking firemen pulling up to a car fire, jumping out with fire extinguisher or a hose of water in it. Asshole. Again, you're wrong. You're full of shit. Go watch one of Barry Beamer's videos when they're putting out a fucking fire at the shop on a truck. They're not out there with fire extinguishers. They're out there with hoses with water.
Right, exactly. Yep.
He literally
For that
thinks the
little bit,
engine
it's
caught
still
fire. Well, if
And
the
the water
engine
makes it
caught
like
fire,
you're,
how did
you
it
know,
burn the
like you're
interior of
doing,
the car?
There was no.
aircraft strip
I
on
was
a
standing
car.
where the engine
That's
goes.
my point.
With
But
a
even
wire
if it
wheel.
was,
You know
how
what I
did
mean?
it catch
It just moves
the
into
inside of the
another
car on
area.
fire?
That's all it does.
I love when he does these because he proves how stupid he
And
is.
what's more beautiful about it all is, Rich, nobody would have ever had to know the car burnt, bud. We would tell people because we're
Because I'm
real.
Well, you know as well as I do that
Okay.
I've had problems with these people for quite a few years, you know.
No. About a
Uh,
year for me.
Marco took a break from it, but then he started back up again the other day. So, so much for giving people a second chance.
We gave you a
As far as
second
those kind of people go,
chance. Jeff did. I told you from jump.
can't trust them as far as you can throw them, you know?
Nope. You can't trust me at all, folks.
Nobody, no car YouTubers want anything to do with your fat ass, dude. Period. Nobody worth the fuck wants anything to do with your fat ass, dude. You or Barry. I promise you that. Especially you here still in Valor. Talking about I'm a fireman, I was a full-fledged fireman. Now you wasn't a full-fledged, you was a volunteer. But even though you made it clear you wasn't a volunteer, you was full-fledged. I mean,
There's a difference. Anything Rich says about me, I'll just be like, okay, okay, I own it. Let's get back on you now.
right. Exactly.
Wow, Rich, it's almost like your community doesn't want to hear anything about us.
Dude's a genius. You don't put water on a grease fire. No, you're right. If your kitchen's on fire with grease, you don't throw water on it. You're right. When the fire department rolls up on a car fire, they put out with the hoses, bud. The hoses. They don't jump out with fire extinguishers. They put out with the hoses. Hoses. Fire, water hoses.
Hell yeah, Bruce. You know what? I think he's just mad because people, more people went and watched the video of the car burn than they watch this shit.
Really not much to talk about. The past 3 days, I stayed inside because it was too hot.
Because I'm a fat bitch.
So far,
Yeah.
I'm going to give Renegade
Sitting there playing
props. He
tag
hasn't
with the
mentioned
movies
me.
when they
He
come
hasn't
in.
ran his mouth
you know.
about me.
Still waiting for one.
So thank you for
Bob
that.
Barker years on the Price
We'll
of
see what
Right.
happens as life goes on.
I still think that anybody
Like having that
supports
oddity
Rich,
stuff.
anybody gets in here and stops people from holding him accountable, I think they should catch slack for it. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, Bruce, you were kicked out. You're blocked. I got your comment screenshotted, though. He can't handle it. Oh, he's coming over to watch the video.
Where'd you go, bitchy bitch?
Come on, Rich. Where you at, bitch? I love when your chat literally has nothing to say about me.
I guarantee you can go to YouTube right now and look up firemen putting out car fires, and they're out there with their hose spraying with water.
Look at Barry's fire.
Right, I guarantee you out there spraying with water. He's so fucking stupid, man. Is he back?
Yeah, well, these people, like I said,
Is
I
this-
shouldn't
is
even
he
have
back?
given them a second chance. You know who they are. It's that Austin and Jack, what do they call that? Well, they call it bitches speed shop now. It's like they called me Rich 220 or Bitch 220. And they put, what is it? Lolcow map racist. I'm like, what a bunch
Again,
of assholes,
Rich.
you know?
Nobody in this house has called you a map. Definitely a map, dude. So, low
They
cow
don't
racist,
need
yes.
crap like that on YouTube's platform. They need it off of here.
Yeah, so people like you
Never
just
seen
come on here and
such
lie and do
garbage in
whatever
my
they want
life.
to do and not be held accountable for anything in life, huh?
You notice how your buddy Dave, when you said you were a fucking firefighter,
Talk
they go,
about
yeah, we
posting
know.
everything but the truth.
Yeah.
And then trying to reach them is like trying to reach somebody who's so thick-headed in the head that even smacking upside the back of the head wouldn't help.
Again, Rich, how much money will it cost me for you to sign a piece of paper inviting me so you can slap me in the back of the head? How much will it cost, Rich? Or for even Jeff and him? I'll pay for it, whatever, dude. How much will it cost to make this happen? Legally, 100% legally. Well, legal. To protect both of us. I mean,
It's a very vibrant tree, and I feel it's very...
That's a good one,
Not
Bruce.
Christmas trees, pal.
She's moving it, she's moving it, she's putting it on the television, which is fine. The thing is that the money, a good thing, because the 90s are going to be all about great. Is the reach...
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
I think it's funny
Welcome back,
when
bud.
he's in his lives, dude. He talks shit, but nobody else has anything to say. I love it, dude. It's funny shit, dude.
But this year, I like with the muted roses, but the little arrogant.
I don't think he wants to comment on my chat because he knows everybody in my chat will fucking mentally destroy
Right.
him.
I mean, you're an army of one, buddy. An army of one. You and Barry are armies of one.
And even if they
I'm
do
just sitting here watching the Fresh Prince of
talk
Bel-Air.
shit in your chat, they don't come over
It's
talking
actually
shit to
on
me.
TV, VH1. Surprised. I actually have it on DVD.
Oh man, I'm reading the fucking chat, dude. It's
They're tired of
literally,
watching that ridiculousness.
it's nothing. There's literally
The only
nothing
thing
there.
that is about
It's literally just
people hurting
Renegade
themselves, farting
saying
and passing gas. And
that he's given two
going
chills
to the
a
bathroom
second
on
chance. It didn't
themselves or
work
something.
out.
Like, I don't need to
We're gonna
watch
get
that
injured from
garbage.
57 Chevy. This Tim guy
But they
goes,
don't
"Hey
have
guys."
anything else that's on, you know?
That's really it. Rich Mincy's a firefighter. David don't go, "Yeah, I know you were."
That's what I mean. No, how can you guys, and I'm talking to whoever's in his chat right now, how can you stand by while this man claims to be a firefighter? After 9/11, after all the people that give their lives, dude, how can you stand by and let this lolcow motherfucker claim to be one of them? When he's obviously, you guys ain't stupid unless you're fucking plain up dumb. He said, I'm not a
What are you up to,
volunteer. I
Tim?
was full-fledged. Now he's a volunteer.
No good?
Think about it. Why would you want to associate with him? In a positive
Hell, he
way.
backs fucking
I
Cosby.
can't wait for my coffee to heat up.
I mean, I don't understand. I really don't, and I'll never get it, dude. I mean, okay, you stood by while he had a slip up and said the N-word, whatever. Makes you racist, but okay, you want to say it's a slip up, fine. What about the fireman shit? Is now how are you gonna justify being his friend after that? That's not a slip up. That's a blatant fucking lie to take credit for something that he has no business taking credit for.
Oh, okay. It's close to what I used to get for dinner. It was hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, and baked beans. That's
The
it.
diet of a healthy man.
Either that or my parents would make scrapple. Remember that?
No.
Unless it was a hamburger night, you know. Yeah. Who the heck does it? You don't want to be sitting there cleaning up 500,000 dishes either, you know. It's like I got these the plastic dishes and bowls and cups and stuff. I just figure it's a lot easier to get, you know, food off of plastic than it is off of, you know, ceramic or whatever, you know.
You are retarded, dude. Have you ever microwaved chili in a plastic bowl and then tried to get the bowl clean? You are the dumbest motherfucker in the world, dude.
I have something to eat. That's what I usually do. If I get hungry or something, I'll just, even if it's a, you know, something small.
Use paper plates like an old person?
What did I make today? I made, I had rice for lunch. You know, buttered rice with salt and pepper.
Dude,
Yeah,
we
that's
just
what you guys
watched
want to eat is butter. A lot of butter.
We just watched you eat a
And
hamburger or
about a
something.
handful or two of potato chips.
I mean,
Then I had, I made some peach iced tea. Just a little bit. Now I'm having coffee.
I've never seen
Whenever
somebody
it gets
drink so
ready.
much fucking coffee.
Whenever it's done.
We try to make high quality food but most importantly, also, is at a healthier weight, much more playful, food is softer and better. Everything's great together, and of course, we love the box.
Think about it, guys. That he's ate that much in a span of fucking 8 hours.
dude, he was just eating earlier, dude.
Well, I mean, I didn't have gravy, so I just actually
I mean,
melted some butter, put it in the microwave after I cooked it. A little bit of butter and put salt and pepper on it. That's the way I like it. I could go with the gravy, but
and rice.
most of the time I just like it plain with butter.
He didn't say
Salt,
butter and
pepper.
sugar milk. He said salt and pepper and butter.
Ew.
I did buy a 20-pound bag of it.
But I can't figure out why his fucking ankles are the size of fucking.
rice,
Hamburger.
that is.
Yeah, this is what a chef from Holiday Inn.
It's the easiest thing to make, too. You just put water in the pot, throw a couple of handfuls of the rice in there, put it on a low flame, and check it every
If I
10
had to
minutes.
Elvis bust, it'd be
That's
fucking.
not how
Why
you
do
cook
I
rice
do
or
it?
noodles anyway. You bring water to a boil, then you put the shit in. But you're a fucking chef? You probably have the gummiest goddamn noodles ever walked the face of the earth, dude. That's ever been made, dude.
He doesn't eat a lot, though, you guys.
What you hearing about?
Nut job.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. My name is Rich. Ooh, I'm so lonely.
Why don't you want to be my friend, Rich?
YouTube is my social life.
I just want to be friends. Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Eh.
Hey, Rich, if you fly down, I'll take you shooting, buddy. I'll take you hunting.
Well, what I was having the night before was shrimp cocktail.
Doing
Yeah,
big
fly
things.
down.
And put water in a pan. Of course, I had the big shrimp, not the small shrimp. And you put the water in the pan, you put some shrimp in there, put a lid on it, put it on like 3 on the burner, and then in a couple minutes, the gray shrimp turned into, red or whatever. And that means they're cooked. You take them out.
Don't they turn
And
white?
you use horseradish and ketchup. That makes your cocktail sauce.
You're eating red shrimp? What the fuck kind of shrimp are you eating that's red? What the fuck?
Oh, he's got to get some of that
Let me
food.
guess. You buy your sushi from the gas station, right?
Y'all notice when he does that shit with his lips, he's really trying to get the bits of
You know,
food that's stuck
but the
between his
chicken
teeth
wing.
and get it in his mouth.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know it, Will. Damn, Rich. I mean, only fucking 3 people in your chat, bro. This is the type of dude that stands in the mirror and looks at himself and go, "I'd fuck me." And while he puts on lipstick and tucks his dick between his legs.
I told you, he's probably got a baby fetish, dude. He probably got some big old big ball around there, and he hires hoes to come over there and change his diaper, and he goes doo-doo on himself, and
He listens to "I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt" and jumps up and down in the mirror.
he ain't doing much jumping up and down in that apartment because it cost me there. They think the earthquake's fucking happening down
Holy
Sorry, I'm just kind of like
shit.
sitting here chilling out.
Holy shit, where's the water
Watching
buffalo at?
TV. We really don't have much to talk about.
You're giving me plenty to talk about, though.
But I keep catching out of the corner of my eye whenever anybody actually types something, so not like I'm ignoring.
Not like I'm ignoring you. It'd be so great, dude, if one of these people that says mods would actually call him and say, "Rich, why would you say you was a full-fledged firefighter and then now he was a volunteer firefighter?" When you specifically made it a point to say, "I wasn't a volunteer," until you get caught up in the shit. Dude, that would be fucking. That would make my fucking money, dude.
That was fucking awesome, Jeff. That was fucking awesome. I need to review that one.
So, if Van's on the field,
I kind of figured that would be it.
My name Reed. I'm Ben.
Mr. Ben Holyfield.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
Let's see what's one makes a comment you don't like. Because otherwise it takes
I gotta see what it said. I didn't see what the whole thing said.
They probably want to know what age you
Oh,
got to
yeah,
stop
so,
wearing gloves and a helmet.
You know, now they're trying to accuse me of stolen valor
It's not
When I
a,
was,
it's there. The proof's there.
in my 20s as a firefighter.
Yeah, sure you were.
You know, they gave me the keys to the firehouse. They don't give those to volunteers.
Wait a
You
minute.
understand what I'm saying? He
You
was
just
square on the
said,
back.
and you're retarded again. My
And I
whole
went
fire
through
department is all
certification in
volunteers.
order
They're
to
all
become a
ITs.
fireman, so. But, you know, I'm a liar about everything that I say.
Yeah, you are. What
And they have
department?
no proof at all whatsoever of
None.
it. But
Nope.
they swear on their mother's grave
Nope.
that they know everything
Guys,
about
we
me.
don't have any
And they
proof.
don't know jack shit.
If you was ever a fireman, you will be on a registry. Period.
No, the part of valor that I stolen was because back in the day, they gave discounts to firemen and stuff
They
like that.
still
So that's
do.
the valor that I stolen. We never got anything like that. We were never told anything like that.
What are you talking
So
about?
if I never got anything like that and I never took anything from anybody, how is it stolen valor?
Hold on, but listen to what he said. This is important right here.
Somebody please explain
Listen
that
to
to
what
me.
he said. If he was a fireman and
Because
he
you have
took
to
it, it wouldn't be
receive
stolen
something in
valor.
order for it to be stolen.
If he was a fireman, it
that's the
couldn't
way
be
they're
stolen
gonna put
valor. If
it.
he was ever a fireman, it couldn't be stolen valor.
Y'all just heard that, right?
I mean,
I'm so glad Rich did this.
They didn't do that kind of stuff in the 90s.
if he was a fireman, even if they did, it wouldn't be stolen valor, dude.
Oh, and I'm also, here's
You're
the
not-
other thing, I'm also
You're
a
stealing valor right now,
lolcow.
not in the 90s.
man, racist, ex-wife beater,
No, you're a wife beater.
and some other shit. Oh, yeah. A person that drove a license while it was suspended, the vehicle while it was suspended with my license. Let's see. I had broke a restraining
Exactly,
order.
Jeff.
I broke a restraining order against my mother's maid of honor
Nowhere does
that
it
my
say it's
father
your
was
mother's been
obsessed
on
with.
Richie
Okay, there
Rich.
you go.
And let's clarify, you're stealing valor right now, bitch. Not then, now.
This is how asinine they are.
Yeah. You're just mad because it's proven and people
You
see
can
what
put
you
the
are.
shit to bed with the fireman. You can prove it right now. All
Oh,
you have to
God.
do is say what firehouse it was, and we can contact them and see.
It's kind of funny. You have to look at it and kind of laugh, though, because they're making themselves look more and more like an idiot every time they pull this shit.
Oh yeah, look at
Says the man that says, I never received anything, so therefore it's not stolen valor.
Right, because even if you would have received something that was a fireman, it could never be stolen valor.
Well, that's what they're doing.
That would be criminal
Anyway.
if you received something. Stolen
So
valor
they-
is just
oh,
the
now, so
claiming to be.
Everything that I got under Mako's skin with, all my texts and everything, he took a screenshot and he's going to post them on his page. Who cares? Grow up.
Says the man sitting in his apartment while running his mouth about us.
This is good. You care. You're the one that come on here talking about how you went and told him off and this, that, and the other.
Well, alright.
Now,
Renegade
like,
threw his hat in
if
the
it was
ring,
like
so it looks
something
like
like
we're going to
Brian
start on him
Duvall,
forever now.
Now that's stolen valor because there's actually proof of that. That Chris Bustamante was for real. He's a real person who was actually a communications officer for
Firemen
the
are
military,
real people,
okay?
Rich.
And that's been proven.
I mean, firemen
Just
are
like
real people.
Brian Cabal's house. He doesn't live in a house. He lives in a studio or an
I mean,
efficiency.
You
Well,
claiming
I
to be
do.
a fireman is the same thing as him claiming to
But
be
he
Chris
lied about
Bustamante.
his house and saying that he lived in this big mansion. I don't lie about anything.
Nope, you never lied.
As far as this stuff goes, I know I live in an efficiency. I wanted out of the house because it was a bad burden on my back,
Yeah.
financially and physically. So I know they are. They definitely
Oh
are.
yeah, I'm a moron, Rich. Big time, dude.
I mean, if this doesn't, none
This
of
My
is
this,
brother's
like
like, don't
awesome.
bother with them. Like, I don't try and bother with
if
them.
none of this matters, Rich, then why are you still talking
They
about it?
have this.
Let
this
us talk about and do what we're doing. If it's not
what
going
do
to affect
you
your
call
life, then go on with it and live. Be
it?
happy.
Limit of they have a limit of vegetation in their brain.
What?
And after that warranty expires, well, hell, boy, they come back out swinging once again. Call you every name in the book.
Does
They take
anybody
something
know what
that
the
happened
fuck
from
he's
over a
talking
year
about?
ago, maybe more, and we'll just like throw that back into the fire again and see if it, stems up any interest.
Eventually, it
Because
should.
we don't have anything better to do with our time.
Not a damn thing.
Says the man again, sitting on his ass watching TV.
Tell you what, they got a car in there that
Oh, here we go.
for them, karma didn't get them on it, and didn't burn up the '73 Charger. Go work on your
74.
car, Austin. Stay out, keep your nose out of other people's asses.
Fuck
Okay?
you, bitch.
Let them mind their own business. You mind yours.
Wow, Rich.
Grow
Fuck
up.
you. Suck my cock. How
Stop
about that?
calling people fat cows when you ain't no
You
prize
don't
either,
even know
pal.
what lolcow means.
And no, you are not a rocket scientist, and you are definitely not a professor. You got a lot
What?
of growing up to do, pal.
What the
And
fuck
for you
is
to
he
sit there and
talking
string on other
about?
people that you know nothing about,
This is
and
good
Rich,
shit.
what their
Rich,
background
Rich,
is.
we
and
know all
when
about
they
you,
talk
bud.
about things,
I've been dealing
doesn't
with people
match
like
up
you
to
since
you.
I was a
Well, hey,
kid.
guess what?
People
We're
like
not
you,
here to
Rich.
appease you. We're not here for
But you
you,
are.
and we don't have to answer to you.
But you are.
So why don't you take your ass off of social media?
But you are, fat boy.
I'll be right back, folks.
His blood pressure getting up. This good.
Oh, this is fucking awesome, guys.
His blood pressure going up and up and up. Please have a stroke, dude. Oh god, that'd be great. You gonna have to go smoke a cigarette in a
This
minute.
Tim guy, right? This Tim Harris goes, they have the mentality and grammar of a third grader. Austin can't even spell. What does that have to do with what Rich is, and what's that have to do with my character? Like, come on, dog.
Come on, Timmy. You can do better than that. So it's okay that Rich lies about being a firefighter. It's okay he lies that his grandfather got killed in a fucking explosion.
And y'all heard me give fucking Renegade a chance. Well, he wants to run his fucking jibs. Looks like he's in my crosshairs now for good.
You all are probably a bunch of fucking pedophile little bitches. Racist lowlifes, dude. You gotta be. Because to support Rich, you have to be just like him. You're saying what he does is okay.
Damn it, Dad. We're done. We need to get off YouTube.
Get off YouTube, man. You're right. I mean, okay, now listen, folks. We've established that we're uneducated third graders that can't spell worth a shit. Now let's cover what we're not. We're not racist. You won't find a video where we're telling something that's not true or a lie or making up stories. I mean, our character speaks for itself.
Okay, I'm back.
We get that we're third grader fucking retards. We get that. Everybody, the whole world knows that. They can
Yeah,
obviously
that kind of stuff. And let's not forget now, we don't know how to make a full sentence without finishing the words. Because our mind has got a brain fart in it,
Hell yeah.
where it
We
goes
don't know
from
how to
regular
finish a
speech
sentence without
typing
a words. Well, how do you do that?
to texting, where you just abbreviate the word, and everybody's supposed to figure that out. What the hell you're saying, That's how intelligent these people
Oh,
are.
Renegade, you are so fucking stupid.
But let's not
The
hear
messed
everybody
up
else.
part
Yeah.
is I don't even know who they are. I don't watch them, and I have done absolutely nothing to them. I am definitely not the one to mess with.
Hey, Renegade, fuck you, bitch. You ain't shit. What are you gonna do? You better hope you don't have nothing in your past that we can drag up. You better hope you ain't never touched a kid, been inappropriate with a woman. I mean, you do what you have to do, tough guy.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I mean,
Jeff, everybody, let's all hop on the Renegade train.
I went and grabbed my coffee a little bit too soon again, so it's
more to the
still
story,
kind
if you're
of cold.
standing behind a
It's a
man
little longer
that
sugar in my
claims he was a
ingredients.
firefighter. He
Sugar
went
and
from being a
non-dairy creamer.
full-fledged firefighter to being a volunteer and now back to a full-fledged one. He went from saying the N-word to denying saying the N-word to saying the N-word to saying it's okay to say because everybody says. But you're probably racist too. Because you're saying that shit's okay. You're saying us trying to put it out there of who he is wrong, but what he's doing is okay. Funny shit. You ain't the one to mess with. Ooh, I'm fucking shaking in my boots. Again, I live in Staunton, Indiana, dude. I give you my address. Have fun with it. I mean, what the fuck you gonna do?
This is awesome.
I
I'm
mean,
so glad you did this.
With your 2,000 subscribers, there ain't nothing hiding in my background. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm an open book. Period. I have nothing I'm ashamed
It's
of.
not going to change the fact that you're backing a dude like Rich.
Right, right. To decent human beings, they're going to see that you're backing him.
But the thing is, I watch them because I want to see what the hell kind of bullshit they're talking about, you know? And if it actually is any truth to it or if it's bullshit, you know?
Nope, folks, you got it. Rich caught us. We lie.
Right.
Everything's made up.
Right.
Our channel's done. It's made up.
Yeah, don't waste your time with them. Renegade, they're wasting
No,
time. I got
bitch, you
enough.
done did it
I'm
now.
here for
Waste
their
your
bullshit.
motherfucking time.
Every
Please
time I
waste
check
your
on them, you know?
motherfucking time. Please.
And I'm sorry,
beg
but
you.
that's exactly what it is. Bullshit.
Yep.
None of it has any foundation for reality.
Nope.
It's all
None at all.
delusional shit.
Nope. It's all word of mouth, folks.
Yeah, they're your words. Remember that, Rich. They're your words, not ours. Another keyboard tough guy. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm a lazy-eyed fucking creep that ain't man enough to tell this fat motherfucker he's full of shit.
Just glad he did it.
Well, they're considered to be, they call themselves review channels. But they'll review something that happened over a year ago. And just because they don't like you, and this bastard literally said,
I
I
can't
don't
stand
dislike
you.
you. I don't just
The
dislike
day
you. I
you
despise
die, I
you.
will dance a
So he's
fucking.
literally not a
I will dance
review
a
channel.
tutu. Out
He
my
is
front
a
He
yard.
is
belligerent
getting so mad right
national
now.
channel.
This is so great.
Who is hell-bent on just revenge. That's it. That's the only value I get out of it. And for people to follow that kind of garbage just shows that
I am hell
just
bent
as
on
bad
making
off
sure
as he
people like
is.
you, people like
you know,
Barry,
he's got some
pedophiles,
issues
shit
where
like
I guess
that.
I
Don't
guess
get a
he
leg
didn't
up.
grow up.
You're goddamn right I am.
Or maybe he fell on his head when he was young.
No, his
Maybe
mom
somebody
died.
ought to rearrange for him to fall on his head again to straighten out whatever the hell's wrong with
Well,
him
come do
upstairs.
it. Come do
To
it.
you or anybody else that wants it, you let me know how much it'll cost me for you to give it to me.
But that's what I'm talking about, you know?
He is getting so mad
That's how
right now.
disturbed they are.
It is awesome.
Like I said, I will pay for it. I will pay for your education. What's it gonna cost? Let's get this shit on the road. Let's get it happening.
You're so mad right now. Look how red his face is. This is awesome, dude.
I gotta put this back on the wall before I forget about it. Squish it.
Now he's gonna come
Right
make
here,
us
right
all
there.
fall on our heads, you guys.
No decent human being is gonna think you're a good dude.
Crap.
Period. And the only people's opinions I care about are the
Right
other.
now, I think I got about $300 or $400 saved up towards the engine. But I want to get a good one. I don't want to get a shit one, you know? Not interested in grabbing a piece of garbage because I'm going to be fighting with it again.
I can't wait to see.
A
I hope he
different
does
size
this.
block, you know?
I hope he does this because it's gonna make awesome content for me.
Mueller got $70,000. His words. He got
Exactly,
$100,000, but he's only got $4 saved up for an engine.
That's empty.
Go, 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 go,
I
go.
told you you have to go smoke a cigarette. What I tell you? I mean, your buddy Renegade supposed to be an ASC certified mechanic, but he lets you think that 75 pounds of compression is okay. Having mismatched pistons in your motor is okay, but he's ASC certified.
I'm gonna
Probably
put the,
certified in little kid touch.
Hang on a
I'm
second.
willing to bet on it.
I'm
That's
gonna
what he
put the
looks like.
fillers out to one of our subscribers that live down in Florida and see if he can't find out Renegade's last name.
Right.
I know his first name's David, and I know he's from Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, Jeff. Now Renegade's in the chat running this fucking cocksucker about all of this. So again, another motherfucker that when I told him just leave me the fuck alone, doesn't leave me the fuck alone. So it's the blames.
Oh, he didn't just run his mouth. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah,
That's what
he said
You
we
go
don't
back and
know who
look.
we're fucking with.
I mean, I promise, big boy.
I
I
mean, the
fuck
brakes
apart
on
from you
the
a daily basis.
car are good, just not the master cylinder and not the lines. You know, I checked the
We don't know who we're fucking with, Jeff.
the
I'm like
bearings
you,
on
I ain't hiding.
the
My first and my
front end of
name's
the
out here,
car.
my address, all
the
that
bearings
shit.
are like
bitch. I ain't
brand
hiding
new,
from anything.
man. They might need to be reloaded with brakes,
Exactly,
but they're the
brother.
original bearings for that car.
I think
They're
it's
not
time we
the,
give good old
sealed
Renegade a
beam,
reality
sealed-
check. Mr.
Sealed
Lazy Eye.
bearing type. They're
With his
the
20,000 fucking
two
subs,
piece.
which is 100 views.
one piece fits into the other.
Pathetic.
And they were like mint condition. So were the brake shoes. All the hardware looked like it was new too. So, I mean, I've done brake work before, but it's something that takes time, you know.
And this is going back. What really got me on Renegade's ass is he goes, maybe they'd be
The
successful
hardest
if they
part is
stopped
getting those
fucking with
damn
Rich.
springs off. I
But yeah,
think.
he has 20,000 subscribers with only 145 views.
He's not even bright enough, dude, to understand that your views are more
The
than his
inside of the
views.
drum, you know.
With a fraction of the
You don't have
size.
the right tool for that.
And that's what we care about is views. Austin, you don't get it. Austin don't care about this channel going big with 1 million fucking subscribers. He cares about the views because the more people that see
Yep.
who Rich is, who Barry is,
But this guy
The
thinks
better
that
off
he's
he
going to
is.
sit there and
That's
track
what it's about.
whoever
Get the word out about
I
this
look to
motherfucker.
buy an engine from, and sit there and tell them not to sell it to me because I'm supposed to be a racist and
who
a
the
white
what the
beater
fuck is he
and
talking about?
When did I ever
a
say
little
that?
cow map. Whatever the hell that is, I don't understand. And the other thing is they use this terminology mutt, M-U-T-T.
Mutt. You're a mutt.
Okay,
You're goddamn
but a
right.
mutt is based on what your roots are, like your, you know, if you're Irish, German, Swiss,
What?
That's
Native
not what it
American
means,
Indian,
dude.
you know.
He is
all that
so
kind of
fucking
stuff.
stupid.
It's got nothing to do with anything else, you know, as far as I know. At least that's the way I was raised.
So now if you call a dog a mutt, it's a mutt. It's got to do with the dog's
let's see.
lineage, how you say it.
It kind of does for a dog. I mean,
So, you know. But the
Jeff
whatever
called
makes
him a
their
mutt, got him all worked
sick
up.
minds content, I guess.
God damn, that's good.
Rich, when you're done with this
Can't
live, I'll
even sit
shut
in the
this
chairs
camera
because they're
off.
so.
I'm going to go work on my
Have to dry them
74
off.
rare Charger, put exhaust on it, a
I
headliner
keep
in it,
forgetting to turn them the
and
other way.
keep knocking it out while you sit and watch Golden Girls, because you're a Golden Girl. He is so fucking stupid, bro. He
You
literally thinks when we call him a lolcow that that's got to do with the fucking animal, a cow.
Hey, look at it like this, guys. Look at the size of the community differences.
But talks about my IQ.
Rich has 2 people. On his whole channel, he has 2 people. 2 people, dude. 2.
But whatever.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great.
Say to that. And I'm not smoking that much either, so.
Nope, you're smoking lights
That's a good
because
thing.
that means that's a lighter cigarette for you. Nothing to do with taste.
Nice and cool in here.
It's because you stepped through the door, man. You're the epitome of cool. You're like Fonzie. bro.
Rich is that type of dude back in the 80s that would have had a leather jacket and fucking lifted up his collar and put glasses on.
Hey.
Went over and hit a jukebox expecting it to turn on.
You know why he's got his chair set and how he's got it set between the 2 busts? Because in Rich's head, that makes him a king. You know, he's sitting in his throne, he's got his servants behind him.
Bear with me. Exactly, Will. He would still have his helmet, his shirt. He would have a badge. He would have shit. He would have brothers that would come over and talk to him and hang out with him.
Again,
Because once a firefighter, always a firefighter.
well, tell us the firehouse number so we can contact him, Rich. You should be proud of that.
You Dizzy's a firefighter. I'm sure if I reached
The
out to
thing
him, you
is,
give
like
us
with
that
the
shit, we
engine
can
though,
find
I
out for
have
sure.
to actually get it over here. Or over there.
You
And then
have
I
the
have to also
Jeep.
buy an engine hoisting in order to be able to install it. And I have to get another jack and be able to put something under the transmission, you know? Keep it where it is.
What?
And I don't know nothing about this. I know nothing about taking an engine apart from the transmission. No clue.
He acts like it's not
6 or 7
rocket
bolts,
science.
bud, and a couple torpedo bolts. That's it. That's it.
Only thing I know is that they're connected by the bell housing. That's it.
Mechanic here, though.
Now come on, you got Renegade on
I'm
here.
pretty
He's
sure the
actually
bell
certified.
housing
He
is the
should be
thing
breaking
that
this shit
covers
down
up
to
the
you.
torque converter.
I got a feeling he's a poser.
That's that big thing that you fill up with fluid. You put it back on the shaft and turn it until it locks in. That's about all I know. Nothing else. I'm not gonna play like I know anything else because I'd be taking my life in my own hand with that shit.
I love that shit, though. I love that shit, though. Don't know who you're fucking with. Okay, I'm really scared.
I don't see you out here putting your last name or address or anything out here, tough guy.
I'm really fucking scared that me and Jeff don't know the dude with 20,000 fucking followers that gets on average 141 views. If I'm being nice, we are truly fucking shaking in our boots. The man that looks like he was picked on mercilessly in school because he got a fucking lazy eye. You can't. I would be afraid to stand in front of the dude because you don't know if he's looking this way or this way.
I mean, when you look up pedophile in the dictionary, his picture.
David
Will
looked like
Smith
him.
was born in '69.
There has to be a reason why he would support Rich, especially now he claimed to be a firefighter, and his backpedal didn't claim to be full-fledged in fire. You know what I mean? There has to be a reason why you would stand by this kid.
It can be frustrating. This is from Renegade. It can be frustrating if you never removed an engine before.
That's your
Yeah,
best
no
advice.
joke.
You are retarded, dude.
Removing an engine is the easiest fucking thing in the
It's going to
world.
be a lot easier than taking the heads off the car. and all that
Especially on
shit.
something like that.
I mean,
Not, hey, Rich, you're gonna start with the fucking water pump pulley, the radiator, the fucking exhaust manifolds, the bell housing
he
bolts, the
claims to
converter
be
bolts.
ASC certified, but he didn't try to correct Rich on 75 pounds being under depression.
I can't wait. Rich, I really do hope you pull this engine. I hope you do this. I hope
Well,
and
I mean,
pray.
I know the engine mounts are in the front. That much I do know. But I don't know where the bolts are for the bell housing. Are they up top? Are they down below? Are they on the sides? What?
They are around the
Hey, hold on,
transmission
stop,
where
Rich.
it bolts to the
Dude.
where it bolts to the block.
How do I know if I'm doing it
Why
right?
do you think it's called a bell
Yeah.
housing? Because it's shaped like a bell. That means your bolts go all the way around the motor, Rich. There is probably
Exactly,
there is
Jeff.
probably 30,000 YouTube videos on pulling a small box Chevy. I mean,
It's not rocket science.
right? I mean,
You wanna know why I
Yeah,
love when
but I
Rich gets
gotta ask,
mad?
if I ask
It's
anybody,
because
it's
Rich
gotta
goes
be
off on
one
a
person
tangent
that
thing.
I ask, not a whole bunch of people. Because then they all say, like, I'm not listening to them and all this other jazz. And what I was doing was, I was actually, when I worked on the car, I was taking the best advice possible. You know what I mean? Like, if I knew somebody for a while and I knew that they weren't gonna try and sabotage the whole engine while I'm trying to rebuild it,
dude, nobody's
you know,
trying
then
to
that's all well and good.
sabotage.
I never opened up the shop manual when I did that
I
car.
don't like you, but
So
I
I
wouldn't
didn't lock
give you
the
bad advice
valves.
on here that somebody could come
I
back in a
didn't,
week and say, you told him this and
I
this ain't
didn't have
right.
the heads machine, I didn't have the block machine. Because I didn't think it was a priority. The thing came up on the odometer with 61,000 miles on it.
Folks,
If you believe
You
for
can-
1 second that car only has 61,000 miles,
Folks,
you are dumber than a box
to
of
lap a valve, you need a couple tools. A valve spring compressor, which you can rent from any auto parts store. You need valve lapping compound. You need the little puck suction cup thing. You don't even need that though. Rubber hose, rubber gas hose. You stick on the end of the valve. You put a fucking drill bit in the hose, and you hook it to a drill, and you
And
spin
listen,
it.
if you don't you don't even need that. If you don't have a drill, all you need is, like Austin said, a rubber hose. You put it on the valve stem, then you would flip the head around or have it on the end. You would just put compound on the valve, pull the valve back up to the seat, and take your hands, put that hose in between your palms,
Like you're a
and just
Native
roll it.
American trying to start a fire.
Yeah, like you're trying to start a fire. Because that's all you would do if you had a suction cup is it would go on the end of the valve and you would roll it with your hand. I mean,
You know? Valves that I took out, or the pistons that I took out, and the valves that I took out were actually, the valves were just intake valves, not the exhaust valves, because the exhaust valve have a thicker stem than the intake valves.
What?
And the only pistons I took out was number 2 and number 3.
What the fuck does
So
that
one
matter?
from each side.
and you put back in different pistons.
Now in my car, or in the other, yeah, in my car, there's a box of pistons with rings. There's 7 of them in the box, but I remembered that I bought one separately because I thought I only needed one. So now
That's
that
what his
is in
Facebook post was about then.
That's what I'm telling
the box with the other ones. But they're not all numbered the same, you know what I'm saying? Like the one that's separate from all the other ones will have a different number on it because it's not the same company. Well, if I wanted to get down to brass tacks of it all, I could go through the whole process of taking the heads off, taking the intake off again, and, you know, pulling the connecting rod caps off, and pushing the push rods through the you know, the block, pull them out, and put new ones in all the way around. I could still do that. Car had,
What the
What
fuck?
good is that going to do when your cylinders are fucking junk, dude? Your cylinders are done. It needs bored out.
hasn't run yet,
I mean,
so it's got no wear time on it.
it has
Hasn't run long
100
enough, let's
years
just put
of
it that
wear
way.
time
It
on
has
them
run,
cylinders.
but
Yeah, it has
not to
what
where
year's
I
that car?
want it to be.
67?
No,
57 Chevy. So it has, let's see here. What would that be? That would be, let's see here. That would be, what 70 years?
Dennis,
It has
yeah,
70
definitely.
years of wear in them
Yeah,
cylinders.
that guy, I can't believe what he does. I've seen some of the paint work that he does. I like him to come up here and paint that car. You know?
and he'll
Because
treat
I
you
know
like
he'll
he
put
does
like
the old
7
guy.
coats on that damn thing.
He'll
And that damn
not
thing will
pay
be
you a
hard as a
fucking
rock,
thing.
you know? I am going to ask him about how to get the dents out now. You know?
not even smart to pull his own dents.
I want to see what kind of tools I need to buy in order to straighten the
Hell,
middle
your
out.
great friend
On the
Renegade, he's
rear
a
of the
tool
passenger
salesman.
side.
Have him send you some fucking
Because remember I
tools.
told you the car was up on rims? And when I took it down, it collapsed and buckled. One of the rims buckled up underneath and twisted the metal. Not real bad, but it's got to be
Because
worked.
you
It's
didn't
got
know
to
what
be
the
tended
fuck
to.
you
You
were
know?
doing.
You can tell it's there.
I only use rims. I don't use jack stands. So
Oh, he uses rims, but he uses jack stands, but he treats it like a fucking giant teeter-totter.
oh yeah.
And it's not a thing for Bondo Billy because there's no Bondo on it. Literally, there's no Bondo on it, David. That's what's hilarious about it. I have it right down to bare metal.
Every
And
car gets a skim coat of Bondo.
There is no Bondo on that end piece back there. Now I don't know if they actually, you know, repaired it or whatever. I'm not going to sit there and say they haven't or that they have, but I do know that what I did work on, there was no Bondo. That fender that had the rust on it on the passenger side front, that was all rust,
The one you got coat
there
hanger
was no
on.
Bondo on that. None. Even down on the bottom where it was cancered out, right where the end of the fender meets the door in the front, that was metal welded.
And another thing, Rich is so despised by everybody on
And the thing
YouTube.
is when I do
And
take the paint off and
Everybody
repaint
acts
it
like
again,
it's just me
you
and
can't
Jeff
do the whole
in our
car if
communities.
it's going to be exposed to
Nobody
yellow.
on YouTube likes
You know what
him.
I'm saying? So you got to do one section at a time, but you got to make sure that the paint is the same color and it comes from the same manufacturer in the same warehouse.
How do you trace down a can to do that? A can of rattle can.
Otherwise, it'd be just a little pitch difference, you know?
How you do all that?
Usually run the serial numbers, you know,
You fucking idiot! You run the fucking serial number.
or product code.
You ask the person in Rule King to run the serial number to tell you what plant it come from, then what warehouse it was in, and that's how you do it.
Just like he's got a formula for spraying rattle can into a bucket, then reducing it and hardening it some more. He has a formula to take paint that's already been reduced and hardened and reduce it even more. and hard to do more.
Just went up to 8K. You just made me $1 million.
Damn, Rich, dude, your chat is busting, bro.
We're to get beyond on. Birds will set them.
I honestly believe that's why Rich won't come in our chats, because he knows that the fucking between me and Dad and people like Jeff in the comments and Bruce in the comments, people like that, we would just fucking tear him apart.
We'd make him cry. I don't know how he does this, dude, because we've been on here for a couple hours, dude, and to be honest, I'm bored as hell. I don't know how the fuck how y'all do this.
Da, 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 da. Molly, 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 molly. Molly. Herpes, 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 herpes.
Calm down, man. You don't know who you're fucking with. Fucking gangster, dude.
I really don't know, because I can't look him in the eyes because I don't know.
He's gonna shut you down. I mean, you don't know who you're fucking with.
You're right. You're right. I'm sure he'll watch this, dude. You're right, Dennis, man. I don't know who I'm fucking with because it's hard to look you in the eyes to get a good grip on you. Looking straight, looking left.
Let me take a guess at who I'm fucking with. Nobody. I'm fucking with nobody.
He sprayed himself with pepper spray. What a stupid idiot.
Oh, he wanted to throw his hat in the ring, so me and Jeff were, I guess, going to start on him now. I can't wait to see who I'm fucking with. Hey, Diz. Now he's back to saying that he was he wasn't a volunteer fireman. He was a full-fledged fireman.
Because they don't give keys to volunteers.
Because they don't give keys to volunteers.
This is the dumbest commercial I've ever seen. The guy goes, "We're out of Pringles." The guy goes,
Rich
"Just blow in the can." So he blows in the can, and
boy.
everybody's mustache comes flying off their face. They wind up being like birds until they hit these windows on a skyscraper. It's the dumbest commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, Rich, you said that, and what do you know? Nobody commented thinking that was funny.
They can have that stuff. I don't care for anything hot.
No, you want salt and pepper in your rice, bud. You got taste buds that's fucking superb.
Hey, Jeff, so what do you think this fucking Renegade's going to do to us? Think he's going to, like, have a hitman come out and see us? Since we don't know who we're fucking with.
He's gonna go here and make fun of the way we look, the way we live. You know what you can't do though? Get out here and make fun of our person. You can't take that from you. You're gonna get on here and make fun of the way you look, the way you live. I mean, whatever.
You can say whatever you want to say about me, but at least I don't got a fucking lazy eye.
Right. Well, at least I'm not sitting here supporting somebody who's stealing valor. I mean, who's racist? I mean.
Oh, hey, Renegade, I did find a electric ratchet that was in my storage facility from that guy that I took care of, Joseph.
What do you know, Rich? They didn't steal your electric
So at
fucking
least I
ratchet.
still have something, you know?
Yeah, Dennis is, yeah. He's really fucking commenting back to you.
Well, I mean, the guy gets all them free tools. Why ain't he sending you some tools for free, bud? I mean, you're his buddy and all. I mean, he should hook you
I
up.
look around. They don't even have any of those here.
Nobody could say, though, I didn't give that fucking dude a way out. Gave him a way out.
The messed up thing was about.
But you want to fucking
A
be like,
week
you
or
don't know who
two
you're
ago,
fucking
I
with. Well,
wanted
guess
to go
what? I'm going to
to
find out
Red
who I'm
Lobster.
fucking with then.
So I went to the building. The place has been closed.
Don't tease me with a good time.
Right?
I'm like,
No,
you gotta be
keyboard
kidding me.
warrior, you know what I mean? Don't know who you're fucking with. Well,
There's only like 3 left in New
I'm
Jersey.
fixing to fucking find
Of
out.
course, they're not around here.
Before you come at me, though, will you straighten your fucking eyes so I can at least look you in the eye? Eyes instead of an eye.
you're obviously a fucking moron. I mean, they don't give everybody nitro that's out of state. Fuck, they don't, dude. Cardell just ain't gonna lie about this shit. What the fuck? What reason did he have to lie to you? I mean,
there are forces that work in this universe that are beyond our
we're gonna put that shit to bed here in a couple months. When I get back
An
to
80 cell phone. Jesus, I never thought I'd see one of them.
You lived through it. You should have seen them.
People like Rich couldn't afford a cell phone in the 80s.
The
90s?
And never they're in need of them. No, that's still her.
Right? Bruce?
Yeah, Philippines, there's a.
And the reason why he ponies them fucking tools is because he gets a kickback from them. The company pays him to review the tools and put them on his fucking Amazon.
Just need to stress to these companies, whatever companies, this man supports a guy that steals valor and is a racist. He supports this man. I'm sure these companies are not going to enjoy the fact that you're on here supporting a dude who blatantly was never a fireman. I mean, because he went from being a full-fledged fireman to a volunteer back to a full fireman now.
You're missing the best point.
I mean,
It can't be stolen valor. He literally just, I have it, thank God. It can't be stolen valor because he never took anything for it.
right. Which, if he was a fireman and took something for it, it couldn't be stolen valor anyway. I mean, that's only criminals. Dude, that's what I mean. You're so stupid. Stolen valor is just taking credit for being something like that. Then you have the criminal aspect of it that makes it criminal when you take something for it.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Don't you all, like people like Rich and Barry, don't you all fuckers get it? If you guys were to stop YouTube, my channel probably wouldn't exist anymore. I wouldn't have any content. I would just have to find somebody like that fucking one dude that raped that 15-year-old that I still got to do a video on. Or a lady that does seizures, fake seizures.
Yes. This is Joe.
Yeah, Rich don't drive for a school no more, but you notice he's on break right now, right?
Yep.
Y'all notice that, right? I mean, he don't drive for a school, but he's on break right now. Think about it.
7, 5, 4, 3.
Hey, Rich, you might want to shut down your live, buddy. You ain't got nobody in the chat. Really, the only reason why I did this live today was because he was talking mad shit how if you go live and you talk about it, he was going to come in your chat and set you straight. And even in his own fucking live, he hasn't set me straight at all. He goes back to the same old stick that all these fuckers use. My spelling, my teeth, my looks, and my hygiene. Okay, I own all that. Now let's talk about you.
Because let's be straight, you don't have to spell good to be a good person. You don't have to have good hygiene to be a decent human being. You don't have to have money to be a decent human being. You don't have to have anything to be a decent human being. You don't have anything that makes you a decent human being, though.
That's what all you guys, if you guys like watch these videos, you guys should thumbs down it because YouTube won't push it if they get a lot of thumbs down. YouTube won't push the videos. Likes and comments are what makes people push videos through YouTube. If they don't have a lot of likes, they don't have any comments or hardly any comments, YouTube won't push their content.
Yeah, it's not so much your subscribership. You can have fucking 1,000 subscribers, 10,000. If you're not getting any engagement on your channel,
remember the days when we
I'm sorry, people. I just don't know what to talk about. So
Talk about us. There's more
that's
you
something
can
to
say.
say. You can say it. I'm
Nope.
not preventing anybody from talking in here.
You'll get blocked. Hey, maybe you can pay Renegade to come up with the internet for you.
Right. I mean, he's your good buddy. I mean, I'm confused. You need tools so bad. He gets all these free tools. I mean, but this is the same asshole that don't set you straight when you say 75 pounds is your compression. What's the AC certified in? Shoulder? I mean, being a piece of shit? I mean,
Exactly, Bruce. I just find it funny. That's their main go-to, and it's like fucking hilarious. Nobody that's in the chat right now can say that I spell excellent or that I don't stammer and stutter a little bit. Like, but that's the best you got to come at me with.
Take a good, go on here with a good sense of steam to talk about things, and then just like fizzle out, you know.
Oh, come on, Richie Rich.
Nothing really going on in my life, so
No, big shocker
we
there.
can talk about there. F.
Exactly, Bruce. Like, in order to be like Rich and lie, you would have to, like, I don't know, like, with me not being able to talk right and all that shit sometimes, you'd have to, like, really care. And I don't really care. I'm fucking illiterate. I'll fucking say it myself. But my character and the content of my character is 10 times better than Richard Berry.
most decent human beings would rather hang out with somebody that can't spell or can't talk right, that has a disability, over somebody that's gonna lie, you can't trust them, they're sneaky, a bad person. I mean, I don't care how educated you are, as long as you're a decent human being. That's how most people are.
The problem with Rich is you couldn't work with Rich. You couldn't, because Rich is a know-it-all. He won't argue the point. Instead of actually sitting back trying to learn something from the person, he'd be like, "Oh, that ain't the way I would do it."
I'm getting tired, man. I just want to go to bed.
Rich, go eat a
Go to sleep
Snickers.
for a while.
You ain't you when you're hungry. Exactly, Bruce.
Nobody's saying
It's
nothing.
just
and I
funny
don't know what to
shit,
say either.
Like,
I'm just like,
this is the best any of them got, which is awesome.
eh.
How about this? I challenge y'all to go tell somebody something that would make somebody not want to talk to me face to face or be around me. Because you can't. I mean, but we can
I
talk
bet-
about you guys and why people wouldn't be around you because you're a liar.
Bruce, I bet he has some good stories. That's what I mean. Old timers like Dad and David and all the people like that have lived life. You learn things from them because they've lived life. Like my grandpa, even the old timers that I associate with, and I call them old timers because they've earned my respect. Yeah, he's just watching TV and talking about his trolls.
Are you regurgitating right now? Are you like one of them things that eat shit and then have to pick it back up and swallow it back down?
Talking about how he's going to get an engine now for his 57 Chevy, but he don't know how to swap it out, and
No, I'm not muted. I'm still here.
how he couldn't be a Stolen Valor firefighter because you'd have to take something to be Stolen Valor.
Which, by saying that, you're
What's
admitting
up?
he was never a firefighter. You do understand it.
I'm just kind of like I went and did my live stream, and it was supposed to be about some other crap, but I just got bored with it, and now I'm just like kind of fizzled out. Nobody's talking about anything, and I'm just sitting there watching TV. That's all right.
The minute Rich gets
Sitting
off
here
here,
watching
we'll
Fresh
get off
Prince of Bel Air. I like the old 80s sitcoms.
here. Really, I'm just procrastinating because it's
That's part of the
93
reason why I
degrees out.
bought a
I
whole
don't want
bunch
to
of
go
them.
outside. And like, why would Rich make his own headliner for the car? Why not buy a nice headliner? They're not that expensive. I just bought one for the Charger, and it wasn't that expensive. Because I get wanting to make your own parts and your own headliners, your own door cones, but if you're not going to have a good quality product when you're done, then why not buy a good quality product and just have a nice car? Or even have a shitty car on the outside, but a nice interior and engine bay and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are. You know the boom box that they use in the Fresh Prince of Bel Air's opening credit?
I have
I have the same one here.
Yeah.
It's like mint condition. I like the old stuff, you know, like I have the Conian C100F. I got the Conian C126 Super Jumbo Series 60. And that one actually has internal Bluetooth.
Bruce, that's what makes, like, especially old timers,
I
you can
know,
just
I
tell
love
they had
old
good
Sonics.
character, you know. They saw what was going on wrong in the world, like with Hitler and shit. And they
Yeah,
just like,
first
we
generation,
have to
second
join, we have
generation,
to
and
fight
third.
these horrible people.
You can't show them
They're
because then
real
it's called a
heroes.
copyright strike. You know?
Can you imagine somebody like Rich on the beach at D-Day?
Rich don't have a character to join the military. You know.
Some of the guys' stories from them was just, it's like horrifying that they had to go through all that shit. Like you guys want to check it out. There's something called the Unsubscribed Podcast on here with a bunch of guys that I thoroughly love their channels. And they had a World War II veteran on there, and he told some pretty amazing stories. That's what's weird. Like dudes like Dad and my grandpa and everybody, like they say, like my grandfather said, I'm gonna live to see some bad things coming in the future, and I'm slowly realizing that it's come to that. It's like, oh my God, you know. Like he's always said the VA would be the people that would kill him.
His way of getting them
the
to sign
VA
his
did
bad
kill him.
report.
I mean, basically, they knew he had cancer like a year ago and didn't tell him until this past year.
They were just gonna watch it.
Yeah, they were just gonna monitor, and that was the VA. And he always told me as a kid that the VA would be the place that would kill him. I remember going up there as a little kid, and they had this elderly man in a wheelchair, and he had both his legs amputated, and he's sitting there in a wheelchair with these bloody and just pussy-filled bandages, and they just left him there like that. It's sad.
It's sad how we treat the people that give all, you know. So people like this can do what they're doing, you know what I mean?
No, sorry. I don't answer numbers I don't know.
Too many bill collectors, huh, Rich?
I need to get some of my grandpa's stories on video. Like he was never in combat. He's Vietnam era. He was never in country. He went in 74 and got out in 78.
Yeah, but then he re-enlisted, didn't he?
Yeah, he went
Until, like,
back in the 80s.
I have a grandfather that was in World War II. I think his tombstone says World War II, and then my dad was Korea, but his tombstone says Vietnam, but it was Korea. He was a lineman in Korea.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? Get your hand out of the fucking screen.
I'm talking about folks one of these history class. From countries where they went. So we can learn. What can we say?
Oh man, he's got some funny like they used to have to dig foxholes. I don't know if they do it anymore, but my grandfather said that he was sitting there and he was out there for hours, and he said that he took his little shovel in the foxhole and dug stairs into the side of the foxhole walls. And he goes, everybody at lunchtime was jumping in, spilling their food tray, right? Well, my grandpa just walked down these stairs into his foxhole, and the guy comes over, whoever it was, he goes, Klinger, can we not put stairs in the foxhole again? It was great. Or he snuck out in the field one night when they were doing some kind of like thing, overnight stay out in the field. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, some kind of training. And my grandpa used to drink Coke, so he sneaks a 6-pack of Coke out into the wilderness, and he waited until it was dark and he cracked the Coke bottle, and everybody goes, beer, beer, beer! Somebody's got beer.
Then the guy in charge.
Yeah, the guy in charge then walks over and goes, "Hey, Klinger, you got a Coke?"
Right. He thought he was gonna be in trouble, but then just asked him to have next one.
And see, that's the difference. Like, my grandfather he's older than Rich. And he's Barry's he's older than Barry too. But my grandpa, he's been on camera once, and he's odd on camera. He don't like being on camera, so I kind of got to do these videos where like he don't know I'm recording, because I want him just to be in his natural, way. He's not the type of man that you want to just throw a fucking camera in front of him. He was an engineer in the Army, and I think he said that in like the 90s or something, they changed his division into mechanized or something. I don't know. But they do more door kicking than anything else. That's why I like that Grandpa Slant 6, that Project Gramps 225, has a screaming chicken on the valve cover, because he was 101st
Life doesn't
Airborne.
revolve around social media platforms, David. You know that. You have a life, live it. I'm not one against somebody having to go eat or anything, You want to get coffee, go get coffee.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's pretty, how would you call that? What would you call that? That you really believe that
I only put that title up there to inform the other skaters
What the fuck do you call that?
that, some of the chat that's in it is going to be pertaining to them.
Oh, hell yeah. Well,
And
hell yeah.
they can hate it all they want. And they can copy it all they want to, because it's the truth. They don't have a clue.
Nope. Not a fucking clue.
Not the foggies, brother.
Trying to wean you against me and, my followers.
No. I
Or I don't
plainly
go to their
stated that I want to be left out of it.
social
But since he
page
wants to run his
Do
fucking
the
gym,
same stupid garbage.
instead
to
of
them,
me and Jeff
it's
don't know who we're
childish.
fucking with, well, we're going to find out who we're fucking with.
It's not about picking against you. I want to know, why does he support you?
Ice balls.
Why is it okay that you lie about being a fireman? Why is it okay that you lie about the shit you lie about? Why is that okay? That's what people's going to want to know. It's not about whether they like you, don't like
All I
you.
can say
Right.
is just don't believe in anything they say, because they've been full of shit from day one, and that's the only thing they're
Oh,
pushing is
yeah.
shit.
I'm so full of shit.
Nothing there has any bearing, no real
They're your
reality
words.
to it.
They're your words, Rich. That's what I mean. You can't make it up.
And say it's not a public first. That's not part of the game, no, I can't.
Oh.
The single thing after. Just great insurance. And Jacob. BetMGM Casino has the most exciting live daily days. So if you want the magic of Vegas, you get the magic of Vegas. All three sites, Players Paradise, Wild Field of Life, Roulette, Craps, Baccarat, and more. Anytime, anywhere. I never quit nine. New customers get 100% on them. $1,000 for the phone backup. All they know is that. Only the biggest thing, only the biggest.
It says there's 10 people in here, but I don't see how.
Jeff, I think he was watching one of our videos yesterday. Either mine or yours.
What'd you have for dinner, David?
He don't know. He can only see it with his one eye. Look into my good eye, folks. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
My name is not Mom. My name is Professor Beck.
Oh yeah, he can make some 3-pound fucking ham cheeseburgers with breadcrumbs in it, so it crunches when you bite into it. Say what you want, but at least my live stream is more fucking engaging and entertaining. Damn, Rich, I didn't know you could sing.
I think Rich is trying to imagine that's some cooter, dude, because he can't keep his hands off his own fucking mustache for.
He's singing, I wonder what Austin's cock would taste like.
You know, he's sitting there wondering who's got the bigger dick, you or Jeff. Which one of you can stay hard longer? I guarantee you what I was thinking.
Yeah, to get them to freedom.
Right? Like, it looks like they're trying to sculpt Rich out of him.
They've already got demonized, dude. I mean, they're black as hell. They're kind of spooky looking if you look at them. I mean,
We can right out.
and what the hell is behind Elvis in the blue, dude? Is that like a bird up there? What the hell is that? You see it up there behind him? Or is that just like the reflection on the wall?
Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X,
Like a shadow?
I think that's just the thing behind him on the wall.
and later that sat in the front of the bus.
Again, I don't want anybody to take our word for anything. I mean, hear it with your own ears. Hear it in your. They can hear it in your words, Rich. You say the shit. You and Barry both. You've said the shit and done the shit. We're not just making up words and putting them in a sentence. I mean, maybe give that David a little credit. Maybe he hasn't watched and seen with his own ears or something. Because if he has, he's got to be as dumb and as crooked as Rich. If you've
Exactly,
seen, if
Chris.
you've seen the shit that he said and done, and you still stand behind this fool, you're a bad person too.
Hey, Rich. The one that we're not supposed to fuck with just said that he's got to go, basically, and so did Tim. You know, I want to go in here and,
If they have to go, now's the time to fucking bombard him with comments.
one of his fucking literally deleted somebody's comment that said "stay cool." Said "stay cool," and it literally deleted the comment.
I have no doubt, dude. That's what I mean. to sit here and protect, not just the sport, but they protect this fat piece of shit. You know what I mean? You're protecting him.
All right, folks. I think I'm gonna get off of here for a while. I'll get off of here for the night anyway.
You don't get scared now, Rich. It's about to get
Whatever, 2
interesting.
minutes, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 2 hours, whatever they want to call it.
I mean,
And,
no. Here's facts. His two
I
guard
guess,
dogs have
you know, we'll
left,
see you in the next
and now
one.
he's afraid.
Right?
That's a fact. Your two guard dogs have left you, and
Well,
now
have a
you're
good
worried.
night. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon. Good night, everyone. Night, David. Yeah, let me see how they pose this. I don't know if they can.
Nope, we're still live, Rich. There you go. Alright, let's go to some Rich content. A couple videos, and then we'll get off. I want to give Rich a chance to come in here and mellow.
This is what was on there.
Look at that.
That's quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
But I don't do work that way. I never
No,
have.
you just fucking use
I
galvanized.
only do metal
fabrication.
fabrication.
You call it metal fabrication.
I've seen
And if I have to use Bondo, it's very little. I don't know what the hell
that's
this is to.
fine. But
No idea.
I mean,
Metal fabrication,
Probably
guys.
something to the car. But anyway, as you can see,
you had a car here that ran and
All
drove.
the
You could have
Bondo's
been
off.
driving this
It's
and
not
enjoying
there.
this car this whole time.
They went all the way up to about here.
All the
so I
Bondos
got it
off.
all out of there.
It's all
I'm
out
gonna
of
do
there.
the same to the other side, the passenger side rear. Because as you can see here, even
I
this,
got some facts
the
for you on that.
forming
about
of
that
the
mass-
metal
this
is
car.
not right either.
But
Oh, it's
It's like
forming the metal.
kind of like a,
if it's rotted away there, then the front of the tire's gonna have rot
wrinkled,
too. Just so you know.
potato chip. So whoever did this, they did this in a huff.
Well, yeah, his bouncers were getting
Apparently
off,
didn't
so
know,
he had to get off
too much about body work.
Because he don't want the
And
comments
you guys
to
know
get
I
in
don't
there.
work with Bondo. I work with metal and
work
a
with
very little
galvanized.
bit of what do they call that?
Kitty hair.
Epoxy.
Epoxy,
So that
JB
way it
Weld.
seals up. I don't do all that craziness with an inch and a half of Bondo on this, that, and everything
No.
else.
You gotta use galvanized,
So I'm
which
gonna
is
try and bring
any
this
better
back
in my
down
opinion.
to
Which again,
most of the
Rich,
metal
I
that it used to
challenge
be.
you anytime you're ready
And,
to body build off.
work on it from there.
Paint, whatever the
Because
fuck.
that's what I think is
Anytime you're ready,
best.
metalworking, whatever you
Man,
want.
look at
bud.
all this dirt up in here. Jesus. The bumper's got a ton of dirt in it. Wow. Okay.
That can't be
Yeah,
from the
that don't
grinder
cause
throwing
rock
all
on
that
it.
burnt
Let's
metal
see.
Bondo
The
up in
metal
there,
is still
can it?
back there behind the bumper, so we're good there. I'm gonna straighten that
Yeah,
out.
he's a fucking idiot. He uses a wire wheel, not even
Yeah,
flat
yeah,
disc,
these
wire
are-
wheel.
Forms to the molding.
And you know he didn't have a mask on, dude. So he
The
inhaled
front is
all that
correct,
fucking
but that
Bondo.
was
dude.
not. And if you
All
look
that
on the other
fucking
side,
fiberglass shit in this fucking.
oh, get up here. I have a bad case of arthritis in my foot today, so bear
Oh,
with
now
me.
he's got fucking arthritis.
And he probably does. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, but that's not what he complains about all the time. He
Let me
complains
see if
about
I
water
can
and this
lift
and
this
that.
up. Because this is going to be worked on next, this side.
Then gonna be working on neck.
Down here. I guess. Okay. Up. Okay, now. I've showed you before, but just in case anybody needs a refresher. Yeah, you see that? The molding's not supposed to be behind that piece. That's all Bondo. That's got to be cut.
Woo!
So I'm going to do that too.
What are you talking about?
And then I'm going to do
So
Take care
you're
of those
saying
gouges there.
damn, dude, look, that's some Bondo.
Yeah.
and try and level them out because there ain't
And I
really
like
much I
that car.
can
I'm
do
not
at
even
the
gonna lie
top.
about it. If I had a chance to
If
buy a
it
two door
started
like that
rusting,
that had all that shit, I would buy it.
It's
If the
better
price
just
was
to
right.
leave it alone.
I like the
but
car. I like it better than the
I
same
want
shit.
to try and get as much of this back to its original formation as I can without having all that
Formation.
junk on there.
I mean, a normal person would just
All right,
drove the
so-
car. It don't look that bad at that
I
point.
want to let y'all go. Like and subscribe. Hopefully this arthritis goes away soon.
Richie Rich, I am
Listen.
subscribed.
Arthritis, you either have it or you don't. It don't go
Hello
away.
everybody, this is Rich 220.
I've been dealing with it for years.
And we're not doing any engine work today because I'm waiting
Start
for
showing signs
the
of my
tool to
20s
show up so I can
arthritis.
do the O-rings on the valve stems. But what we are
That's the
doing
most- that's
is
why I had that
sanding this.
Think about this, you guys. He literally had to have the valve springs off of these heads. He was either too stupid or too lazy to not lap the valves. To take at most 20 minutes to lap both heads.
His heads is not what's wrong with his engine, dude. It's just low on compression.
Ratty
I'm sure the valves ain't ran right on it.
saying the whole car
I mean,
until everything is
let's be
smooth.
honest, man. 75 pounds is probably enough to run that motor.
sanding.
It probably is. If all the cylinders
You
had
look
it,
closely.
it's not going to run right. It's going to burn oil. It's not going to have no power.
Those are
But
the low
a small
points.
box Chevy,
You
75
gotta be
pounds should
sanding
start
out
that engine.
so that way they match the high points. Okay, we got them all down here too, so.
Yeah, look at all that, guys.
That's
Look at the
what
hood
that
gap.
is.
Look at that.
Woo! Okay, Rich. Now, hold on. Stop a minute, though, Rich.
Just
Let's
like
use your logic
BB
for what you're
Speed
doing.
Shop,
You found all the high spots. Why are you still sanding?
To
Why
sand
don't you
out them
try-
nice spots.
Are you trying to make the high spots higher or what, bud? I mean, I'm confused on what you're doing. You say you found all the high spots, so why aren't you trying to lower? Why don't you have a hammer and a dolly towards something out there trying to shrink them down, bud? Because the more you sand on the rest of the fender, you just make it work.
trying to get this perfect, but as close as I can to it. Because I'm gonna do the whole car.
Look at the paint. Just freeze on that
Come
sheet right
down
there.
here.
He painted this car, right?
I'm gonna get some buildable
Look at the
primer.
paint. You can't see it there, but on the top of the fender, you can
And,
just, it looks like it's just, look at it, man. It looks like it's painted over the paintbrush, dude.
Not
It's
much
so
body filler
thick,
because, you know, this car is not rotted, so.
No,
Not at
Not
all.
at all. Not robbed at all.
And that is what,
Look at the
What a lot of people
consistency
want,
of the paint. The's nothing slick about his paint job.
So,
That's what makes the paint job look good, guys.
you
Is
can see those
it's
spots there. You can see
slick when you
the
look
white
at it.
marks, actually,
You know?
some of the primer
The
underneath.
shine doesn't matter so much if it's not slick. So the shine just shows the imperfections
But I
if it's
also have
not
to do
slick.
metal fabrication on this car too.
But it's not rotted, but yeah, we have to do metal fabrication.
Is that what Paul, you can call hair on your finger on with? Metal fabrication?
Let's do it over again.
I think you should go
Like I
fly a
said-
gas monkey for metal fabrication.
She's not ready for the road anyway. I have to do the O-rings on the valve stems. So I needed to get a valve spray compression tool.
Compression tool,
Compressor tool.
not compressor.
So in other words, I could pull them off.
So you can pull them
put the
off
O-rings on it.
and put the O-rings on it.
But she's not ready yet.
Not ready yet.
The one thing about the head gaskets,
The one thing about the head gaskets,
there's been no fluid running
there's been no
through it.
fluid run
Because
through
I
it.
haven't had a radiator.
Haven't had a radiator in it.
So when I take the heads off,
So when I do
we'll
it,
see how bad they are. Which they
we'll
should
see
be
how bad they are,
And I might be able to use them again.
and we might be able to use them again.
Reuse head gaskets?
Somebody else
Because
does, but-
no water running through them, you can reuse them.
Repair
That's nothing to do with
actually
forking them down, flattening them out, and getting the coating off of them.
With a clinch of the block, the block in the head.
With some kind of stuff you brush on into the head gasket. But
Yep, gotta have some shit to brush onto the
I
head.
don't think I want to do that. Plus, I don't think they make that stuff anymore anyway.
Plus, I don't think they make that stuff anymore. I'm like saying what Rick's saying, so you all figure out how stupid it
What I'm trying to do
is.
here is just get rid of all the.
See, what you do here is get rid of all this stupid shit that I'm doing right now and buy an actual cool car.
And I'm letting the sandpaper do the work.
And I'm letting the sandpaper do the work because I have
Very
bitch hands.
lightly going over the top.
You want
of
to
it.
sand lightly because
So there won't be
I like
any
to dream that I'm
hands.
touching my pecker.
Listen, guys, if you was going to block a car down, you wouldn't use your hand to do that, because your hand's going to leave hides a nose.
I got it that way.
You would use a block of wood.
We've done that
Go
way.
this way.
Now we're going to go this way. Oh, look at
So
that.
a lot of the paint
That's
that's
called
come out, if you
cross-hatching,
look there,
guys.
You can see it on there. You can see it on the hood.
You see it on the
And
hood.
I'm not happy with that.
I'm not happy with the
Um,
shitty paint job I painted.
When somebody puts primer and paint in one, that's what it should be.
And when somebody puts primer and paint in
Yeah,
one,
because
you don't read the can.
Because TPG, man, when you go to buy
People got
a
better
gallon
things
of
to do than
base
sit there
coat,
and
that shit comes
repaint a
primer in.
car because of somebody's BS.
Huh, it's almost like they didn't expect you to paint said car with those spray
One at a
cans.
time. And that should be the end of it.
Oh, that should be the end of it.
So I'm gonna have a seat here.
I'm going to have a seat here because I'm fat and I'm fucking lazy.
Everything. The whole car is gonna get
The
done.
whole
right.
car's going to get done.
Because
5 years later, it's
unlike
not
all these
fucking
other
done.
people that, well, it was a project car and I lost interest in it? No. I know what this car is. It's a numbers match 283 V8.
Oh yeah.
Engine from the factory.
Big money. Big money, folks. 4-door numbers matching rust bucket. Big fucking money. No frills.
I'm at a loss for words.
57, so.
I mean, no AC, nothing special about it. I mean, they in fact just a great car.
And everything else. Definitely not the way to go.
Oh, not this way to go.
Yeah, you always go on an angle.
You
never
always go on an
this,
angle.
Never go straight across.
Never
You
go straight
don't go in
across.
circles.
Never, ever,
So
guys.
that's one thing.
Because
I
I've never been
disagree
straight in my
with
life.
DD Speed Shop. What Dan doing? He was using a orbital sander, and that
Hey,
doesn't
guys.
get anything out.
Let me ask you a question. You can't go in circles and let the DA spin in a circle.
Wind up being more.
He is not trying to track Dan, though.
Yeah, but his logic's flawed anyway. Orbital sander
hardest way to do it.
stands in a circle, orbital, round.
But at least this way you get more insight as to what actually has to be done. Orbital sander does not do that. So
We all should be as cool as
That's my
Rich.
point with
He's
that.
cool as hell.
I gotta keep switching hands because you know.
Well, light our cigarettes with a match because we can't afford a lighter. I mean,
Plus, this is at my eye level, so I can see just where it needs to be sanded instead of it being filled with a bunch of dust.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna hop off.
Sanded particles are not.
I mean, I don't know how people do it. Just selling this shit for everyone. I'm not complaining because I got it.
But they should be done.
Now we got to get this off. The
Yeah.
headliner.
Scratches,
I don't remember what I mean. It's fucking spring for him.
and they gotta be fixed. So
So.
this was the
Oh,
rusted fender
fasting,
anyway.
man. We
This
could all
thing
learn
has
something from Rich, brother.
So,
What not to do.
it's
We can
a
say
lot
Look
of
at that fucking fender. Look at that. Holy
Listen,
shit.
we could say we're a fireman and we've never stowed valor because we never took nothing claiming to be a fireman. But if we was a fireman, taking something from being a fireman wouldn't be stealing valor.
Right? I can't wait for that store.
You know, I didn't realize missing 2 fingers how hard it'd be to tie a balloon.
Dude, the bottom of the fender, man, looks like it's been shot with a shotgun. It's all peppered.
Dude, it's held on with a container. It literally held on with number 1.
See all this down here? It's all
And don't
fixed.
forget, fellas and fellas, you need to use a fire extinguisher on your electrical fire because the fucking water will displace the fucking grease in your electrical system and make it spread.
You know.
Right, right. I mean, when you're putting out a fire under the hood of your car, guys, don't ever put water on it because it'll make the grease go everywhere.
A little bit of body filler.
I mean, it's almost like he's confusing a grease fire in your house with a carbon on fire.
Because of the
I try to stand on a live fast saying that when you buy paint, you want to trace it back to the factory it was in.
Make sure they all match.
Make sure they all match. Oh yeah, he don't even know the difference between acrylic enamel and the other one. I forgot what it's called, but
okay.
there's 2 types of paint.
You can see the whole car's got to be done. So
Wow, look at that big ass whammy in the door.
lift the hood up.
I got tiny hands and a body like a fucking alien slug.
Once I'm done sanding, like right here.
Hey Rich, why can you not tell where your wrist begins and your arm begins? It's like all one thing.
Yeah, I came out here one day to do some work on the engine, and I seen that the thermostat housing had all these seeds in it from a mouse or something. I would assume it was a mouse,
Wow.
because I don't think a rat would eat something that small. So I got it out of there, and then of course I plugged up the hose.
You plugged up the hose.
You know? And then the 2 holes for the water pump, well, they were also exposed too, so I figured, well, better cover them up.
Ooh. I'll be dead. Look at this expert body man
Yeah,
work.
so,
Check it out, dude.
yeah, this time we're going to get some primer
Turkey too.
and do this right.
Hey Rich, I've been so bored, dude. I made a rubber glove bust of you. Look at the turkey.
Miracle engine repair in the
I'm gonna go
can.
hi Rich.
No,
Hey cousin Rich.
don't think so. Not the way it
I'm
works.
the long lost soul of your great grandpa who was never a firefighter that got blew up in a fucking fire that happened, but no first responders died in.
And your brain, that's it.
You guys notice how he didn't touch that one,
Not
right?
gonna happen.
He refuses to touch that again.
Yeah, I can see the tension right here.
Dude, it took me a half an hour to tie that damn thing up.
Look at this, you guys.
I mean, all the things you can make fun of, dude. Instead of making fun, why don't they ever make fun of my finger, cut my fingers off? That's something that a fucking retard does.
That's a lot.
They talk about cars burning. I mean, dumb shit, man. That
And then
couldn't happen
compare it to
anybody.
some of the greatest YouTubers,
Right.
automotive YouTubers here.
And then you never use water. Well, go on Google and look what firemen put out car fires with. Their fire
I'm
hoses.
gonna lock them. You know why you don't put out with water? Because the melting
Yeah,
plastic,
all I'll do
once
is
the
this
water
weekend
hits
I
it,
might come out
it
here
makes it go woof.
and,
The thing that Rich don't understand,
I'll put the timing chain cover on properly.
because he's never been in that situation.
Because the heads
I was
are
here
broken.
alone. Haley, my daughter, was in the house. There is no water in the garage. I'm old and crippled. I was underneath the hood of the car, trapped in a car that's jacked up 2 foot off the ground that I could barely climb in and out of.
And
I see the
okay,
smoke. I panicked. I didn't know.
But
I grabbed the
sometimes it
fire
happens,
extinguisher, man, but it was junk.
you know?
I forgot that we had 2 more guy just gave us.
Hey,
It's not.
So,
but guess what? Guess what? I may have did, you may have did all that, but within 3 or 4 more days, that car will be out of my garage and on the road. Unlike what?
the moral of the story is, I panicked. I mean, but I got the fire out. I mean, and saved the car, because if I didn't save the car, our house is attached to that shop. I mean, everything would have been burnt.
Yeah, never mind the $5,500 fucking car I bought, but that's besides the point.
I don't claim to be a genius or be perfect. I mean, I did the best I could do with what I had.
Hey, Rich, that car out there that you want to talk shit about is worth 10 times more than a 57 Chevy.
In fact, you want to hear it run? We can go ahead and start it in the live real quick. Cold start on it.
Which is not the original color. This isn't either, but you look under here underneath the white. You can see that's the original top color.
More than likely, it would have had a white top in the factory, wouldn't it? Yeah, 57 Chevy. Would have been
It
almost
could have had several different color combinations. Actually, the original color scheme that Rich says this car was, I prefer that over the turquoise.
Now this is like really fine, or not fine sandpaper, really coarse sandpaper. But my point behind
Oh,
this is
get
trying
this.
to get
I always
the
forget to
dirt
mention
out.
this. For those of you that if you're new in here, this man literally says, and if you know anything about bodywork, you use wood sandpaper for fucking sanding wood on cars because it's abrasive. It's not like sandpaper comes in many different fucking types for metal. Nope, it only comes in one type and it's fucking not coarse.
You know, not just sanding the loose paint off, but trying to cover all
A
avenues.
lot of sandpaper is round. I mean, so, but you don't want to go in circles, guys.
All right.
He literally just tried to call a bigger YouTuber a fucking idiot. And this YouTuber is bigger than me, Rich.
And even over here.
He's a
like,
Canadian. I
Yeah.
like it. I like
Spots that are annoying, like this here. You know, that's got to be sanded.
I mean, I love when Rich mentions the burning the fucking car to the ground thing. Because he always compares me to the great YouTubers that I want to be like.
Right.
I need one for the driver's side.
Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. Phillips screws for the win.
Yeah.
What was that about, man?
Because it's broke, and that's how he fixed it with 3 Phillips screws. Running through the pot metal.
The paint is starting to peel there. I'm not liking that.
Paint's starting to peel, but
Look
we
at this shit.
Pretty much got to do the
Look
whole
at the
car.
paint job. Look at the consistency of the paint,
I
man.
haven't
Look how
taken this
thick
side
and
off
clumpy it
because
looks. See how it looks all gritty?
see how you can't see Rich's reflection through it?
Work still has
A
to be
clear
done
one?
here.
I wholeheartedly admit you can see a little bit of a gloss on it. That's
Then I'll
not. That
take
does
it
not
off
what
and,
makes
you
a
know,
good paint
do
job is the
sanding.
gloss. That's just
It's a
a
shame
part
too,
of it.
because some of that came out nice and shiny. even after wet sanding.
Woo!
But gotta do it right, or don't do it at all.
Then set the fuck down, fat boy, because you ain't been doing shit right since jump.
Consider it lesson learned the hard way.
Consider it rich being a fucktard.
I'm gonna call it by September. His car will be sitting in the same spot. He'll be talking the same shit.
Yep, even the sides, all this stuff has got to be done.
You know, most automotive
I
YouTubers
guess you
don't
guys
show
get the general
this
idea what
level
I
of
gotta do
sanding.
here.
Nobody.
This is time lapse.
You guys sitting here watching this video.
I feel like I'm the only, and I guess I've been wrong this whole time, because I feel like I'm the only idiot that would rather sand it by hand so I can feel it.
Guys, but, you
But
know,
I guess Rich is like that
I'm just
too.
trying
But
to
most
give
YouTubers
some
you won't see just doing this shit, just
idea
sanding,
that,
sanding,
you
sanding,
know, like
sanding.
one
And then
never
slapping the
touched a can
sandpaper saying, oh, it's good to go, it's
that
good to go.
says,
Cleaning it.
I mean, that's not even wet, dry paper. If it was wet, dry paper, you can do that. But you can rinse it out. I mean, but that's a paper.
I'll do some grinding there too. It's a little off kilter right there.
How's that going to solve that? How is grinding going to solve that?
I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not in a hurry. You know, we're not going to win any.
Well, I mean,
medals
that's
by
evident, man. You've been doing this
shooting
for
it up.
years.
That's just going to make it, you know, more work. So, oh, they got something underneath there. I don't know if it's brass or like a brass filling. That must have been done a long time ago. See right there? It's like a gold color.
Didn't he say you could just done the bare metal? It has no mono because he's sitting on the bare metal.
But we plan on
Yeah,
doing more
but
than
we've
just a
seen the
stick
bottom of that
and
fender,
so
dude. I mean,
so
it's wrinkled. That bottom of that fender is wrinkled, dude. He's got to have
don't
filler.
worry about it twice in a row.
This is motherfucking entertainment, folks. It's like in
Oh,
Rich's
damn,
head.
Ryan. Hope you get better, buddy.
It's like in Rich's head. He thinks if he keeps sanding that high spot right there, it's going to get lower. It's like you can't wrap his head around. It's an actual flaw in the metal. I mean, you can literally see the metal. I mean, more sanding you do is not going to help, but that's not how you get rid of a high spot, folks, at all.
Wow. Very strange.
A person right now would stop and they would try to fix the high spots. If they're going to try to lower them, they would try to lower them. Everyone just keeps sanding in, 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 sanding in some more. You would fix the high spot, then sand some more until it feathers out and becomes even. Which I am not good at that. I am not good at with a hammer and a dolly making metal smooth. I am not.
We do a dark color that hides a lot of that stuff, so.
Not that I'm good at much, but fucking shit up, I'm good at that. Lucky for me, my son inherited that trait from me.
What's that?
Fucking shit up. Now my daughter, she kind of skipped that part. I guess she got more from her mom in that area, but poor old Oz, she got, if it can get fucking broke, I'm gonna break it. Syndrome from dad. Poor Oz, man, he got his mom's looks and kind of a lot of her features, like his hands and shit. And he's a big guy like me, and my daughter, she got my features and shit, but she's a small one like her mom. kind of backwards here. I mean, big old feet. Hey, we got pretty good sized feet. Not really, I mean, but kind of, sort of. Smoke another one, asshole. I wish I could still smoke, man. I do.
Exactly.
I hate doing this fucking velo shit. I just can't do it, man. You know he'd be spitting on that, using it for fucking water to wet sand with. I'm dying here. Somebody help me.
see there's a dent there. That's got to be fixed. Either that, or maybe I might get lucky enough to sand it down to
Listen.
make it smooth. I don't know.
God damn, dude, you did not just say that.
Yeah.
So you think if there's a dent in the metal, one part of the metal is lower than the other, you can sand that out? Is there like metal that comes out of the sandpaper that fills in that low spot? I mean, come on. God damn.
Alrighty, folks. That's pretty much the end of it. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this live. Tons of awesome shit has came out. Love it. So, it looks like we got some new fucking people that we can go talk about now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love.
And I want you, the new people that we're going to talk about, keep this in mind. Any decent human being is going to want to have the same question we're asking. Why would you stand behind a man that calls an African American the N-word, first word out of his mouth and steps off the curb? That makes him racist by definition. Slice it how you want it. Racist by definition. So they're going to know why you would stand behind a man that does that, then goes a step beyond that by claiming to be a firefighter. By claiming that his grandfather died in an explosion, that the explosion happened, but no first responders died in that shit. So you're standing behind the dude that's stolen valor. So you can go on and say whatever you want to say about us, Mako, anybody else, but decent human beings are going to know why you would stand behind and get this man's back. Keep that in mind, motherfucker.
So, thank everybody for stopping in. Check out the main channel. Check out Mako. Check out Fasting. Check out Lipstick Grudge. Check out everybody in the community chat if you're new. Check out my main channel, Poor Man's Speed Shop. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.